Welcome back, everyone. We are here for some fantastic BlazBlue cross-tag battle for the Sony PlayStation 4 Top 8 here at Anime Ascension. I am Isoropia.
And I'm the Ebonic Plague. Yes, that's right. You mentioned that we are here in SoCal, and there's quite a few of those SoCal people to defend the turf, to be honest with you.
I mean, out of the top 8, we've got a bit of a mixture. We've got like 5 SoCal, 2 NorCal. No, I think it's 4 to 1. Look, it's something. Well, guys, we'll let you know what's going on. First match here is going to be Monkey 4012 versus Spectro.
That's
this
right.
Is a SoCal team kill, so it's actually very impressive that both these guys managed to make it from the winner's side. Then we have the Lord Joseph Dong. You guys might know him. You might know him better as that guy who plays with a guitar controller. That's right, he's made it in winners.
That's right. And
He'll be up against Elion coming out from Tennessee. Then on the loser side, we've got a NorCal team kill. It's GC, Yoshi, and Neanderthal.
Sugoi Neanderthal.
Sugoi Neanderthal.
Thank you.
My apologies.
Thank you. I'm not biased in any way, shape, or form.
And then we have a Head Pat Homies team kill
That's
as well.
right. HPH, Vivian, and Kiyomi. So there's one thing you guys might notice with this top 8, and that is there is a number of Yosuke players here in the top 8.
GC, Yoshi, and Vivian both making it with very strong Yosuke teams, and I believe Awukanen getting 9th as well from SoCal Local. This has been a very interesting tournament. I've seen also a lot of Lizzes, which was very surprising given that before this weekend I thought that character was dead.
I keep saying it every version of the game. Everybody keeps roasting me for it.
Yep.
But
here we are. This
every
is,
character can win.
Here we go. Look at this. This is going to be Monkey versus Spectro. So Monkey plays a wide variety of characters. That new he actually brought out against GC Yoshi to great effect to just shoot Yosuke out of the sky. Spectro just playing Narukami Yumi, just both very solid characters, high damage conversions off almost any hit, and they're very good at landing those hits.
Yeah. Spectro's always been somebody like attracted to power, if I will, right? Like the teams he plays have always had incredible synergy and very, very strong like by themselves.
I was talking to him and he says, look, I don't have that much time for games. I need characters that are very effective without requiring a lot of thinking.
Okay. I mean, that's probably a good pick right there, but Monkey already opening up with the throw here as we start. Got tick thrown off that, but you know, Jin's without being in the corner and without it like being a good starter, the damage is kind of just regular. Oh, caught the assist.
I mean, he caught the assist and did not get punished, so it worked out. Look at the life.
Yeah, Toga's a really, really fast super, not only on startup, but like very low recovery, right? Got the 5C here. One of the better 5Cs in the game in terms of speed, but it is punishable on block. So
yes, but he did protect it with the Spike Chaser assist.
That's correct. So +7 at very least on EX Fireball right there. Oh, yes, because it's the new version of his Dragon Punch, he actually was able to hit that. If this was the previous version of the game, that would have been a DP punish for free.
Whoa. Yumi has one of the fastest run speeds in the game. She just ran straight into Nu's dead zone.
Yeah, got the hit right here. Not going to really get the strongest of Oki, but now he's got the Black Stun going. Okay, 5B right there. Try and finish this character off.
There it is again. That is so hard to react to, especially in a game like BBTAG where...
I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, right? If he's not reacting to it, I completely understand.
3 for 3. In this game, there are not that many standing overheads. And he takes the first round 1-0 to
well, I mean,
Monkey.
Technically, everybody's got a standing overhead.
sorry.
No, I get what you mean.
But it's one of those things, right? Everyone's looking for the lows. They're looking for the side swaps. If you just run up to someone and do an overhead, your brain takes a couple of extra frames to process what's going on.
Yeah, the wrinkles in your brain just can't handle it sometimes, you know?
No, you don't want a wrinkly brain, not in BBTAG.
So you want that smooth brain because, as you so succinctly put it, if you're thinking that's time that you could have been pressing buttons instead.
Exactly. This is one of those games where it's so fast-paced. Sometimes you don't get to react. You just have to pick your game plan in advance.
Yeah, picking an option is really important, to be honest with you, because committing is a lot stronger than being like, oh, wait, hold on, let me change my mind. Oh, I've already been hit by that time.
Precisely. And being passive in this sort of game, it's not the way to go. That being said, here we go. We are in round number 2, and Spectro has had a much, much stronger start.
Wow, was able to block the cross-up overhead right there off the Rekkas. However, Spectro coming in, and oh my goodness, the JA actually hitting on the backside. Shades of CF gets the full conversion off of it right there to save Jin and everything.
Ah, that's gotta hurt. This is going to be a... Oh, sorry, no, I was looking at the wrong burst meter.
Yeah, he was able to get the character out, and now Jin's going to go down. Super unfortunate there for Monkey. He's going to have to find his way to making Nu deal enough damage. He only has level 2 resonance, I think, from here, so it's not going to be as much chip damage. Oh, but he got the cross-up.
That was one of the slowest cross-ups I've seen.
Well, I mean, Monkey...
It worked.
Spectro put himself into that cross-up, right? So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of funny, when you actually get up towards, say, resonance level 4, Nu actually does more damage on block than she does on hit.
Yeah, the chip damage is pretty immense, despite the nerfs, in fact. Oh my god, yo, the 5B. Yeah, that's still the same property from CF, so it'll go through even multi-hitting projectiles.
I mean, that's one of the stories that I've seen in BBTAG's patch history, right? Is they do nerf things when they're needed, but they don't nerf them so hard that they fall out of existence. So DP assist is not as strong as it used to be, but it's still in the game. Push block buttons, not as good as it used to be, but it's still in the game. Same thing with chip damage in Resonance.
And unfortunately, it didn't really work out for Monkey right there. Spectro was able to expertly navigate, keep his composure. He had a lot of life to work with as well. So he was just reckless enough that it was hard for Monkey to move around, but he was just safe enough that he wasn't allowing himself to get a happy birthday, right?
Exactly. And in the previous round, he lost his Jin fairly early on, so we'll see. It's 1-to-1. Both people, full life, full resources.
Ooh, Toga coming out. Yeah, he was 2C'ing. He was able to get around the DP, but the problem is because that Spike Chaser was there, you're talking about DP assist still in the game, right?
Still in the game. You just have to wait until the assist has entered the screen before you Dragon Punch.
Well, it's not the strongest combo, but it's also going to hurt quite a bit.
Well, it puts him in one-touch kill range. And with Nu on the screen, you can't raw tag.
Nice block on the overhead. He might be able to get out. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, if Nu is too close, there is a dead zone on that 5B. So maybe that's the raw tag idea that he had right there. That was the dead zone right there.
It worked out.
Ooh, got caught clip jumping. So yeah, Fubuki assist, one of the better 4Ps in the game. And
the bait read him like a book.
And he's working on a perfect right now even.
Are we going to see it?
Well, DP. Wait,
no,
it's all red life. It's possible.
It's possible. It is still possible.
He's got to dodge that. No, he couldn't dodge it. Nice. He held the DP long enough to ensure that it comboed into it, but that's going to kill right there. So Monkey up 2-1 right now.
That was such a commanding round. He only took DP as the damage.
Yeah, it was DP and one set of chip. That's it.
It's like, look, even though he couldn't kill Narukami off the DP, he put him in such a dangerous situation that it was so hard for Spectro to come back from that.
Yeah, because he was already afraid of losing his other character, Yumi, right? So he was like, oh, I want to burst in, I got to stop him. And then he was just completely ready for it. ATRM, or throw counter, actually.
Okay, look at this. He's just keeping the damage simple. He's not using assists.
5C. Yeah.
That's 4 for 4.
I mean, he's been getting so much mileage off it at this point. It's like, why not keep doing it, right?
Until your opponent proves they can counter it, it's a free option. But that's just, oh, wow.
Couldn't get the hit on Nu 13 there, unfortunate.
See, Monkey, I feel like he's almost trying to do what he plays another team that's my Yumi, and he loves to do DP assist with that team. I feel like he's trying to replicate that here, but it's just not as good.
It still ends up working so far because like Spectro has been having like a lot of issue being able to stop it from being safe. Wow. He ran up on him and he remained nice and patient, and then when he wouldn't do anything, he 2-8 while he was walking backwards, and that killed Narukami.
We talked about how being passive, about how just waiting those couple of frames can cost you, and there it is.
There's a knockdown situation right now. He's going to be able to resonance through the throw active switch, so at the very least he didn't have to deal with that. But the problem is his resonance level is so low that he's gaining resources incredibly slow. Gonna get the hit here.
This won't be a kill yet, and remember, Spectro made it to top 8 on the back of a Yumi 2 versus 1 situation.
Yeah, well, I mean, if there's a character that can dish out the damage for it, it would be her, but I don't think she's gonna get the chance. Hold on. Jump cancel, no!
So what happened
was
there,
already doing it.
He was already starting up his next attack. That's very unfortunate because, like you said, he could have jumped into a block. He could have canceled into a Fireball Super, but it was not to be. And Monkey, 3-1, and he's just moved on to the winners final.
That's right. He is guaranteed top 3 at Anime Ascension here. And, first place gets this shiny Anime Ascension engraved stick brought to you by Arcade Shock.
This is a very nice stick.
So, obviously he's going to be looking to do that. But as we have more matches here in the top 8, we went through the bracket a little bit ago. So the next match we're going to see is going to have the pleasure of fighting Monkey, whom we saw a bevy of teams from, right? And so this next match could also either be one person who plays a bevy of teams or one person who has stuck to their guns for a long time.
Lord Joseph Dong is indeed a character specialist. He has been playing Ragnar Hyde for, I think, as long as the game has been out, and he refuses to change. People say, hey, that team doesn't seem very strong, and then he just out-neutrals them through sheer skill and fundamentals.
Well, to be honest with you, it got even stronger this version as well, due to the fact that both characters got buffs, right? Ragnar and Hyde were already doing pretty okay, right? But Hyde needed a little bit of help because he didn't have exactly like the biggest mix-up. So what they did was they didn't like help him with the mix-up game, but they gave him ways to deal with projectiles, and they gave him an exponentially amount more of chip damage, right? Ragnar already just just gave damage left and right from any confirm, right? So it's kind of a really nice synergy because not only is it like Ragnar can do all the damage, Hyde can play the neutral and have like the chip setup and stuff, but they synergize with each other on support as well. Hyde has incredible assists. Ragnar has great ways to active switch back into him, etc. Right.
And I'm interested to see if Elion's going to play the Ragnar himself. Can we see a Ragnar mirror match in winner's semifinal of Anime Ascension? I can't think of anything more SoCal than that.
It's totally possible, but the thing is we mentioned a second ago that Elion is the person who has like 12 teams, right? This dude will play anything almost.
Yeah, and as you can all see there on the camera, that is Lord Joseph Dong, the fabled guitar hero. I still can't believe it started as a meme, but now he just won't give it up.
Okay, so it looks like Elion's going to go with the Ragnar Naoto
Blood
team.
Edge boys.
Yeah, so the Blood Edge experience is what I've been calling it.
The Blood Edge experience.
But yeah, so this team is, again, anybody that knows about Naoto understands that this is a character that is do not jump, right? Like, he forces you to not want to jump because there are so many ways he can stop you from getting out of that. Air unblockable ways, in fact, in a game where normally reversal actions are the only thing that are air unblockable. Because for whatever reason, Phantom Pain counts as a grab.
It is a sensational move. We'll see how Elion puts it to use.
See what happens.
See what happens. That's new in 2.0, by the way,
yeah,
folks.
It is.
Here we go. Game 1, round 1.
Yeah, oh yeah. So, Ragnar having one of the better 5A's round start in the entirety of the game, right? So he was willing to flex it, whereas the Joseph Dong was not. He backed off, and now he's kind of on the block side. However, Elion did use all of his cross gauge for that, right? So offensive pressure could go to Joseph.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
The /Kate assist.
Yeah, super, super strong assist. For those of you who don't know, oh my God, he got the happy birthday. This is huge damage.
So what happened there was Elion air dashed past, and his JA actually did not come out in time. He was expecting Joseph Dong to be in block stun, and instead he's eaten 24,000 damage.
And a dead character off a throw right after. Elion coming in with only level 2 resonance right now. Naoto is a really strong character, but the problem is when you have to deal with both.
And this is going to be the game.
Trying to defend SoCal, the guitar hero himself, rocking it out, hitting that star power activation on the optimal path.
Absolutely beautiful. BBTAG is a very unforgiving game. You make one mistake. Elion's one mistake was that he pressed JA too late. One mistake, and the game was over.
And it's crazy too because it wasn't like that one mistake was only one combo directly afterwards and they lost. He still had to open him up again the second and third time. And he did exactly that because just the offensive pressure, despite like Hyde not having like the strongest mix-up, right? The game allows for him to have a strong mix-up because of active switch, because of cross combo, all these great things.
Well, I tell people BBTAG is not a game where you can block every mix-up. It just won't happen. Sometimes you have to just choose the lesser of two evils. And if you guess wrong, you die.
Oh, there we go. That was an amazing 2A to go under Gauntlet Hades. A lot of people forget about that you have to do that because if you block the second of the other Gauntlet Hades, he's allowed to jump cancel and continue his pressure.
Good use of the Pale Bringer, the assist that keeps him out of the sky.
Ooh, he was able to get away from Naoto 4P. That's a rarity. Okay, and I mean, Joseph Dong's defense right now has been so strong. It's kept him away from so many terrible situations. Here we go, sandwich time. No, he was not even going to get the Veil Bringer.
Here we go. This is it. Game 2. Happy birthday. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, he was about to activate cross combo right there, or maybe just get the knockdown because he didn't have a lot of bar to work with. He's got the hit, and Elion, he has no cross gauge. He can't burst out in time.
And look, and Ragnar is sitting on full life because Ragnar, if you don't know, is the highest.
Oh, what a reaction right there! You're not going to charge up 6B on me?
This is what we talked about. Sometimes you just have to commit.
Oh, he ducked under Phantom Pain. That's going to be a Ragnar perfect.
Ragnar perfect.
Ragnar perfect right there. Lord Joseph Dong looking to make it to winners finals here. 2-0 so far already. Character select for Elion though. Remember, we talked about him having like 9 different teams. He could bust out 9, Jubei, Ragnar Jin.
That's true. I don't think I've seen him play 9 Jubei in this tournament yet.
Well, let me tell you, it's really annoying to deal with.
Oh, it absolutely is. What's he going to do? 9 Jubei or Ragnar Jubei?
It can be any amalgamation of those characters, right? Any combination. Okay. Oh, Valentine's Day? All right, Valentine's Day.
I mean, like what I was talking about before was it might not look like much on the screen, but if you play against Joseph Dong, you will find out how strong that neutral is. So I think Elion's trying to change up his strategy. He's trying to get new tools like Shirin Nui or War Drums, as you might know it, from Jubei.
Yeah.
He's trying to use some other tactic to get around the neutral.
Yeah, so one of the strongest parts about this team is Shirin Nui plus 6P with 9 is actually a cross-up with those fists.
Here we go.
So then you have to figure out what side that Jubei ends up on, and now he's got the hit.
And this is what we're talking about. This is the change of pace that Elion was looking for.
So right there, that block string is 5B into the cancel for either EX or overhead, right? So if you see the EX flash, it's always going to be the low, if I remember correctly. Oh, see? You don't know which side he's going to be on. Oh, that's huge damage. Black Panther started. He missed the 2C. Okay, he's still got the JC active switch, though, so he should be able to kill off this.
That's still a dead character. Absolutely.
Oh, didn't cancel into super. He missed it after 5B.
Just walking forward menacingly.
Yeah, well, I mean, the 9 walking forward at you is incredibly scary, I'm not going to lie.
One of the things I've noticed about Elion is he actually doesn't seem to care about mix-up as much as other people. He is happy to just drain your push block meter.
I mean, it's a great tool, right? Because once you finally run out of the push block meter, what are you going to do then, right? Like, everything is now the greatest mix-up in the game against you. Nice push block that got him out of the active switch setup, and then he switched back over to Jubei to save 9. He got hit, though.
Jubei is bleeding, but 9 is so healthy.
Yeah, that's why he was trying to use the plus frames right there. He got the jump B. Okay, switch sides. Yeah, I was going to say, that's an obvious active switch, right? That's punishable.
Oh, whoa, that is not punishable.
I think it still is, actually.
He might have just mistimed it.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
So now Elion wants to just put fireballs on. Never mind.
This is a start.
Gets the hit.
Because remember, when Ragnar gets life back, it's not the recoverable life that he's getting back. He's gaining real health. Actual health.
Looks like Elion wants to slow this one down. He wants to put out the Amethyst. He doesn't want to move forward unless it's on his terms. He doesn't have enough meter to super. But he doesn't even need
just
it.
enough damage right
the last
there.
Hit.
Yeah, and that match was way more control for Elion right there. Yeah, you could tell that Joseph Dong was not ready for the cross-up with Shiranui plus 6P. That was the thing we talked about. The very first thing we mentioned with the team was that was what's going to be kind of the game plan here. And he went to it, and it was just so hard for him to navigate. There was a few times where he got around it, right? But the fact that he kept getting to do it was just making it so hard for him.
It's tricky because Shiranui plus assist, it takes no meter. Obviously, he's using CC to make it even stronger, but by itself, it doesn't require any EX bars, any assist gauge. You can just keep doing it.
Yeah. So one thing that happened there, by the way, that I didn't actually know until just now is he fuzzied him off of that setup, that Shiranui plus 6P. I didn't know he could get a fuzzy cut off that.
Well, I mean, Jubei has fuzzies in BBCF, so it wouldn't surprise me if they came over to tag as well.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So, all right, here we go. He might be able to hit, yeah. Oh, he got him both. Okay, dropped. And then there's the throw from Joseph.
He has 4 meter and a full full assist bar. He can finish this.
Oh my, there's no way this kills, right?
Into Pale Break. This is a single target super into a single target super. Resonance, that is 6k minimum damage. That is enough. No, nope. It's not enough.
All right, so I was pretty sure. Oh, he didn't push block, but he still ended up getting the kill right there.
I got James Chen. I'm sorry, chat.
I just didn't think it was enough. I understand it was like single targets, but oh, wow. Yeah, I was going to say, that's an actual punish, by the way. So he gets full confirm off this.
Joseph Dong clearly having done his homework. He wants to go to winner's final. He wants to fight Monkey.
But he's got to be able to deal with 9 in neutral. That's a grip of damage because of the resonance on that 6.5. He was lucky he didn't have any spell gauge because he might have died from that.
9 is such a strong character, even by herself.
Yeah, that move right there, they got it both characters. That's going to kill. Hyde, Ragnar is by himself. Got to fight 9 now. Setting up the orb. Okay, which side? So immediate push block. He's got a life to work with. She has one of the best air-to-airs in the game. Leads to some of the most reward. And it hits you at an avenue that you're just never ready for.
And you can see Elion just oppressing him with these amethyst lightning orbs.
Yeah.
And Joseph Dong, he needs to find some way around it.
Oh my god, that might have been it, but luckily for Elion, he was just enough ready for it. He got that grab right there. He's just got to finish it off here. No, 5B misses.
He's backwards to the corner, so I don't think that works.
He could have went for super, but I mean, maybe he just thought he was going to be fine and he wanted to make sure. Oh, that was so smart. He teleported directly into 236C.
My man's was not even on the screen, and he threw out that attack.
Get ready.
That was so smart from Elion right there, baiting out the anti-air and then catching him on the recovery. The second he saw that the anti-air actually did come out, he did use the EX, coming back into it. It is now 2-2. Down to the wire. This match determines winners finals, determines a guaranteed top 3 placings for one of these two.
Elion had a little wry smile on his face. I think he's liking how this is progressing right now.
Got the Shiranui hit, and because it hit the way it did, he gets full conversion.
For those of you who don't know, Shiranui is completely invincible.
While it's traveling, yes, you can hit him before it starts up, but once it starts up, you just have to deal. Okay.
And Elion looking so strong here in game number 5.
And so smart to continuously active switch like he is in his combos, because look at how much in terms of resources he's building, despite the fact that he's using those resources at the same time. He gets them right back. Instant overhead. Big damage here. He was looking for the purse, I think.
Oh, this is scary.
Yeah, this is the hard part. You have to figure out how to deal with 5B into Amethyst. If you can't figure out how to deal with 5B into Amethyst, she's going to keep going, and there's that invincibility we're talking about. He got the confirm. No! He dropped. Cross up. Okay, he blocked it that time, but then he got fuzzied. Oh, no! Big DP whip. A lot of health for Elion coming into this, whereas Hyde is not sitting too healthy.
This looks like it could be a checkmate situation.
I mean, it's only check until it's actually over. The laser is going to miss, yeah, because that's EX neutral step, fully projectile invulnerable. Palebringer comes out, and this is his chance to start.
Man, we don't say it's over till it's over. Joseph Dong can run it back. He's got a damn good hide.
One of the best in the business. Unfortunately, he gets hit, but in such a great position for him to not get the full combo. Okay, cut the back. Well, I guess we'll take that, right?
It's only like 1,000 damage, right? Look at him. He's just going to sit there. Full screen, call assist.
Okay, here we go. Cross up. He got that one in, then he ducked under the fuzzy, but then there's the 6P. Elion with the character switch coming back 3-0. But man, Lord Joseph Dong took it.
What a match. That was fantastic. The adaptation on both sides, back and forth, simply wonderful.
That was exactly how I want someone to qualify for Winners Finals, right? Like, just the best that they can do with the hardest fought match that they can. But yeah, so that is going to solidify our Winners Finals.
It's going to be Monkey from SoCal. It's going to be Elion from Tennessee.
That's right.
Both of them guaranteed top 3, getting ever closer to this lovely arcade stick right here.
And there's more prizes that they will win if they get that first place. But I do have to point out that Monkey is going to be trying to defend the turf here in SoCal.
This is true. He is homegrown talent right here in LA. Love to see how we get there. But first, we're going to go to the losers bracket.
That's right.
Going to get some matches for you guys. Looks like first up, we're going to have Kiyomi versus Vivian.
All right. So, you know, we talked about how well, actually, we didn't talk about this, I should say, because we should talk about this. The character spread within this top 8 is actually pretty strong.
It is.
There's a bevy of different types of teams. What's going to come up here is going to be Yosuke Hazama, right? You guys remember that?
Yep,
That's going to be on the side of Vivian. And then Kiyomi on the other side, though.
He plays at the moment mostly Jubei Carmine.
That's right, yeah, Jubei Carmine. I feel like a lot more people take a look at his Carmine specifically, but obviously his Jubei is there and putting in a ton of work.
Exactly.
Right?
And look, full transparency for you viewers at home, we should mention both myself and Isaiah here.
Oh yeah, this is the 2 we lost to.
We were knocked out of the tournament by Vivian.
Yeah, that's right.
But let us assure you, there's going to be no bias. We are going to call this match straight down the middle, as fair and impartial referees, as it were.
I like Vivian, so like, it doesn't really like mess with me too much.
Look, Vivian's solid. He's known for always bringing around this like stand with a keyboard on it.
Yeah.
Keyboard warrior. When you guys see them on the camera, you'll notice like, hey, how do you play a game like this with a keyboard? You're about to find out. We have a keyboard and a guitar in top 8.
Very well, in fact, is how they play it. But Kiyomi, he brought his own arsenal, actually, to fight against Vivian's Astolfo plushie. He brought a Pikachu plushie.
Oh, can we get the camera on the plushies on the desk? This is like really important for the stream to see. There we go.
This is Vivian versus Kiyomi right now. These are the 2 actual players. That's them. That's what they look like in real life.
This is fantastic. Is Pikachu going to win? I don't know. What do you reckon?
So Astolfo is rider class in Fate Grand Order there. That's the rider class Astolfo, I believe. I don't know, you know, and Pikachu is like the most broken random Pokemon because if you're the Ash Ketchum Pikachu.
I mean, can you name a pair of Pokemon that has gotten any more love from the creators than Pikachu and Charizard?
I was going to say Charizard.
Exactly.
I was going to say Charizard.
They're the top two, Pikachu and Charizard.
But if I can't say Charizard...
I remember back in the day, there was this rumor. It was like red, blue, and yellow were out, and there was this rumor about a new Pokemon called Pika-Blue.
Yeah.
Turned out to be Marill.
Yeah, it was Marill. That's correct.
But I tell you what, there was a period of time there where kids just had all these wild, crazy conspiracy theories.
Yeah, dude, remember, if you press a button when you throw a Pokeball, it gets easier to catch it,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Mew's under the truck.
Yeah, Mew is under that truck. I don't know how you get over there, but Mew is under that truck.
Well, you see, you actually had to go on the SSN, and instead of winning, you actually had to pass out and go back to the Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
And then come back later in the game.
Yeah, and the blockade is gone or whatever, if I remember correctly.
Anyway.
That's what people were saying. It's all fake.
Pokemon
It's all
talk.
fake.
Here we go. It's going to be Vivian piloting Yosuke Hazama versus Kiyomi piloting Jubei Carmine. This is losers round 1, I guess you call it, of top 8.
Yeah, pretty much.
So loser takes 7th, winner goes on.
There's technically a very specific round number, but that's irrelevant right now as we get into the first game. So one of the big things that's really important for a lot of characters versus Vivian's team is their ability to meet Yosuke or Hazama at the top of the screen, right?
Whoa!
Oh my god, they're SoCal players for sure.
That could have been so dangerous for Vivian with that DP. You can see basically Kiyomi wants to cover the screen in hitboxes. He wants to keep Yosuke out of the sky.
Yeah, that's what Shiranui is great for, right? Is being able to meet those two characters at the avenues they're usually the strongest at. Because normally Vivian's Yosuke is invincible when he's moonsaulting, but so is Shiranui. Block on the deep. Oh man, that's so much damage.
That was, look, he bursted, but it was already 7,500 damage. And watch this, he's going to do the AAAA.
Oh, look at all that life he got back. It was so much.
Whoa,
oh, wow,
that
4B actually hit, because he hit 5B, it extended his hurt box because he tosses his hand in there, right?
Yosuke's 4P is actually a little bit underrated. It's quite strong.
Yeah, I think his assists, I think most of his assists actually are pretty good. Yosuke's just a strong character.
Can you imagine if Moonsault was an assist?
Yeah, that was unfortunately the. Oh my god! Whoa. That was so smart. So Hazama's gonna take about 6 years to come in because he was reeling back from that super.
I think we're all reeling back in our chairs when that happened.
Yeah, any character can die at any second, and they both did at those times. Okay, full damage here from Hazama. What's great is he's gonna waste as much of this as. Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
He was air dashing so he couldn't block. He was air dashing so he couldn't block.
The Astral hit above and behind him.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, the Astral hitbox is actually kind of like an aura around Jubei's entire body.
I'm sorry, is there anything more SoCal than doing an Astral on Wake Up and having it work?
And hitting cross up.
Look at Vivian. He's like, you got me. I got no excuses.
But, I mean, he couldn't block it. He was air dashing. It actually wasn't possible.
He got.
Oh, he's powering up. So hold on, something's happening.
Something's happening. Oh, taking the jacket off, putting on a different jacket.
Oh my god, we're losing clothes.
No, wait, we're gaining clothes. Is this the tech? Is this the tech?
Oh, he's a neckbeard.
He's putting on the hat and the scarf?
Turning into a neckbeard. The fullest power that he could possibly have when playing in a video game tournament. Incredible.
It's like the reverse Piccolo.
I hope if Vivian wins the next match, Vivian will tip the hat.
Tip the hat. Tip the fedora. Okay, now we're ready. He's put on his power releasing
Milady.
All right, here we go.
Game number 2 coming in.
Look,
the Vivian secret form.
I could be wrong, but I believe the hat is from a Wukinen and the scarf is from Raiden.
Yeah,
so I think actually just might be a Head Pat Homies power up.
Yeah, this is actually just the final form of Head Pat Homies. They've essentially made Vegeta or Gogeta.
Here we go. This is round 2. Kiyomi is pressing a lot of buttons, and it is working out fantastically. Like we said, he has picked his game plan. He is sticking with it.
Well, to be honest with you, these two characters, Jubei and Karma, that was a perfect DP right there. There was pretty much all committal options for Kiyomi, so he couldn't get away from that. But I was going to say that Jubei and Carmine are both incredible at the scramble. Two of the best characters in the game at it.
see that jump B. It has a good hitbox. It's a good amount of like active frames. It's going to catch you if you jump at him, and he's got a good amount of time to confirm off it.
Unfortunately, he's going to... Oh, wait, actually, he got the hit, but an unfortunate drop. I was going to say his cross combo might get what he wanted. The JC's going to hit, and unfortunately, he uses the super because he thought it wasn't going to kill. Gets command grab for his troubles.
I just want to point out, that JC does 2,800 damage?
That was a lot, yeah.
That's a lot.
And with all that hit stun allowing for people to X-Switch and everything.
You mentioned the scramble, and scrambles aren't always about landing big combos. If you just land good, solid hits back to back, characters will bleed out very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially these lower high health characters like Yosuke, right?
And you'll see as well, one of the things that Hazama gained in 2.0 is even after pulling from a chain, he can do an EX kick, and he gets his air actions back.
That's right, yeah. And so you're seeing Vivian use that to great effectiveness right now. However, he's using a lot of his bar to do so. And okay, it may get him a character kill.
He doesn't have meter. He can't super.
Well, as long as he doesn't drop it, he might... Oh, okay. 6.3 is not bad, but he faked him out.
The throw bait.
Okay. Jubei coming in with the delayed incoming.
This is anyone's game.
Here we go. Shiranui is what Vivian has to look out for, right? Because if he starts using chains and he sees Shiranui, he kind of dies. Oh, what a great DP!
Fantastic DP. Oh my goodness.
That was super smart from Kiyomi. So basically, he recognized the situation was a TRM setup, right? So he jumped and did JB. There's the low, and yes, remember, if you see that EX, I'm pretty sure it only can be low if it's an EX.
That is correct. From the air, the EX is the low. He's also going to go for the low more often because that's the only one he can combo off solo.
That's right, yeah.
That being said, when he does have two characters, it is a high, it is a low, it combos both ways. What are you going to do?
Cute little heart right there with the glasses. Coming in, though, Kiyomi is working on a 3-0 sweep almost. Could it be possible? Okay, he used the JC to be able to get away, but there was already an active switch from Kiyomi. He was ready. Push block to get out of this situation. 5C actually ends up anti-airing.
Vivian is a big fan of Yosuke's JC. It allows you to either do a teleport low or fake it into a moonsault.
Yeah, that's right. You basically cancel the jump C, right? And you're invincible when you jump C because Yosuke teleports.
See, Kiyomi is getting hit by these moonsaults and by these JCs, but it's always after he's already active switched out of the danger zone.
Trying to catch him up there by using... Oh my god, he got the Black Panther!
Like we've been talking about, that Jube... What the heck just happened?
So he ended up hitting it with a 2A for the pressure situation. But the thing is
I think Vivian was like... I think he was baiting a DP. I think
possibly,
that's what it was.
Possibly. He was trying to bait the push block to force it into being a DP, right? Caught him trying to air dash away, but that's not going to fly in his house.
Kiyomi in such a strong position here. Gets the minimum damage plus the corner.
Yeah, cross rate is 1.5k minimum damage. It will at the very least do that.
There we go, and that's a 3-0 from Kiyomi.
Incredibly clean. And what I want to point out, by the way, I completely forgot to point this out before we got in here. Kiyomi, with that Pikachu, this is his first top 8 ever at a major.
Really? Man, like, he's been such a strong player for so long, but I guess it's one of those things. BBTAG is such a volatile game, but I'm proud of him. You look, he deserves to be here. You saw the way he was playing. You saw the way he was controlling that neutral. He's proving that he deserves a spot in this top 8.
So this is not only would be his first top 8, but he won at least a game in his first top 8. It wasn't like it's not one of those things where like, I made it to top 8 and I was too nervous or anything. He has come completely prepared.
And we were talking about the Jubei JB, and I really feel like that was the story of that match.
Absolutely.
That JB was catching Hazama out of the air. It was catching Yosuke out of the air. Even when it whiffed, he just kept pressing buttons, and then it hit after it whiffed. It is something that you definitely have to go lab against if you play against any Jubei players.
Yeah, that and Shiranui setups, right, for whatever the specific team might be. Because, again, like you mentioned earlier, Shiranui, while it's traveling, completely invincible. You're not going to hit him out of it. It's actually just not possible.
It's not possible. But here we go. Next up, we're going to have for you guys GC Yoshi versus Neanderthal. NorCal's finest coming out here.
Yeah, versus... Oh, man.
Well,
versus
this
each
is the
other.
team. Look,
it's a team kill.
It's a team kill, and both of these guys play Blitz Tank. They're giving the people at home what they want.
So Neanderthal actually plays multiple different teams because he had been going through quite a character crisis, actually. So if his Blitzcrank Katsi doesn't actually end up cutting it, we may see either Blake Susanoo, Jubei Yumi, or there's one more Jubei team, but I'm forgetting what it is off the top of my head. And then there's
Here we go.
And they picked Iron Horse and everything. They're ready for it. Okay.
For those of you at home who never expected to see 2 Blitz tanks in top 8, here you go. This is Anime Ascension.
People say
in
this
LA.
is a weak character, by the way. I would like to...
He's not weak. Like, he's not top tier. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah,
if you don't understand this character, he will explode you very quickly.
Yeah, he's no Sidolphus Orlando, but he's definitely a tank. Coming into it first game right now. So the game plans are actually going to be completely different in terms of using tanks assist. So for GC Yoshi, the game plan is to use 4P a lot, right? With the jumping around and everything, the moonsaults. Whereas for Neanderthal, his is to try and set up unblockables or to even use the 5P instead.
You see here,
Nice block. Oh, incredible decision making right there from Neanderthal. Okay, 2A's
wow,
gonna
just
hit.
the 2A. So tank's armor does not armor loads. And that's why you'll see GC Yoshi poking with those 2As very carefully.
There's pretty normal of armor in this game. There are a few exceptions, if I'm remembering correctly, but most armor, if not all the armor in the game, has to be dealt with by using a low attack.
And GC Yoshi, you might have seen him in top 8 at Frosty Faustings. And let me tell you, since then, he has actually gone home and learned some real Yosuke combos.
That's right. Apparently the Yosuke Discord roasted him, and he was like, I don't want to deal with that. Oh, my goodness! Because of the JC rising up first before the tank came in, the hitboxes didn't interact, and he ended up punishing it. Got the instant overhead because he is a tank. Oh, was he trying to reset him with the unblockable?
I don't think it was a reset. I think it might combo.
Oh my god, that didn't hit! It didn't hit! He can punish!
Punish with his own laser beam.
And that's death. That's one of the highest damaging supers in the game. Maybe the highest, actually.
If you hit that raw, it is enormous.
It's 7K, I think it is.
And I gotta be honest, whew, this is quite a matchup here.
Yeah.
This is not what you expect to see.
Ooh, but he got a TRM! So he's gonna do the loop here.
So no burst. GC Yoshi hangs onto his partner meter.
Unfortunately, he was behind it. Okay.
Okay, this is looking good for GC Yoshi.
I love that he didn't go for V-Slash right there. He wanted the best Oki possible to be able to push him in. Normally, right here, you would see GC Yoshi go for like half a piece just to mess with his opponent. This is probably the most aggressive I've ever seen him to close out a round.
I mean, GC Yoshi is known for the path of peace, but here in top 8, he knows there is only time for violence.
That's right. It is the path of war finally coming in for GC Yoshi. First game going to him. And now Neanderthal is going ahead into the character select screen. So this is probably the other player in top 8. There's 3 players in top 8 that have a bevy of teams. One of them is Monkey, the other is Elion, and then the final one here, Neanderthal. So Susanoo Blake.
Susanoo Blake
is probably going to be the pick here if he goes with it.
It might seem a little bit unorthodox, but trust me, when you see it in action, you will understand its strength.
That's right, yeah. So Blake is going to be the person who would have to deal with Yosuke because Susanoo ain't going to do nothing.
So we talked about Jubei's JB as an answer to Yosuke. So here we have Blake. She has a, I don't know what to call it, but she turns into a flurry of swords and then ends with a dive kick. Yeah. And I think that's the move that he's going to try and use to keep Yosuke out of the air.
That was actually the move that he used against Vivian to put him into loser's bracket, if I remember correctly. Or was that a Wukimit that he did it to? It was one of the high flyer players.
We would have to check the bracket.
Yeah. Yeah, yes. So got crossed up with the 4P right there. And because of Blake's unique incoming, coming at an angle, well, not completely unique, other characters have it, but... Oh, there you go. That was a true punish, by the way. That's how you deal with V-Slash.
So there it is, the slashy into the dive kick, but GC Yoshi is ready.
Here's the knockdown situation right there. JC is the fake. So when you see JC in the corner like that, you have no choice but to jump out because it deals with both possible options. You need to jump up forward if you see JC.
So that's the key, jump up forward because he can cross you up. Yosuke can steal the corner with Moonsault.
And sure, there's a chance he may call Blitz Tank, but at least you don't have to deal with the mix-up potential, right? But right now, GC Yoshi is looking incredible. He got the hit right here. He can call the assist. I would just super immediately. Killed his character. And now this is a lot better. So despite the amount of health that Blitz Tank has and the damage output he could exude, he can at least keep away from Blitz Tank.
Oh my goodness, the range on that DP.
He's just got to chill. He has to chill. He does not have a choice.
Oh, well, there it is. There's that dive kick we were talking about. He needs to let Blake heal in the back, and I think it's exactly what he's not going to do now.
Wait, well, no, because he was going for a possible cross-up setup right there. So So that's tank only, by the way, being able to do that from that far away. That combo normally works only if you're in the corner, but since tank has such a big hitbox, it's almost as if
he scouted the DP during the cross combo.
Okay, just straight into super, get as much damage as he can out of the resonance, and that's going to kill off the DHC right here. Neanderthal, with what looks like was a bad game for him for quite some time, ended up being great the second he got to Yosuke. Because
Yosuke died.
Because GC Yoshi didn't actually end up getting the character out, it became a really hard dynamic at that point.
And in the corner there, you saw GC Yoshi teched out of the combo, but he resonanced in the air. That gave Neanderthal all the time in the world to set up a mix-up on his incoming.
Yeah.
And then he CC'd to bait the DP.
For those of you who don't know, when you resonance in the air, you cannot perform an action until you touch the ground. So the higher up you are, the longer it takes for you to be able to do something.
GC Yoshi starts out this game with a small combo.
Oh, couple of characters!
Happy birthday!
So unfortunately for Neanderthal, Blake is not a very high damage happy birthday character. He's going to be able to get cross combo double super, right? But it's not going to be as much as he may hope. Oh, he wanted to be able to get the sword super active switch, I think. Which probably would have been the better in terms of DHCs.
Yeah, he just dropped like one move that before the active switch, it just didn't come out, and he ended up missing quite a lot of damage, unfortunately for him.
Oh, got the run. That's going to hit both characters. In fact, the tank is trying his best down there, but Susanoo should go down from this. Blake's going to take a little bit of extra damage for her troubles, coming in with a little more than half about health. Oh, caught him maybe trying to jump. Got the TRM. Not going to be able to kill because burst is available. And yeah, he tried to make it burst safe, but wow, GC Yoshi delayed his burst long enough that once he saw the EX, he knew he was okay to burst. Nice, what a great air-to-air situation.
Look at that armor.
Okay, there's the unblockable attempt right there. He wasn't able to get a full combo. He tried to go for the throw. GC Yoshi jumped out. He jumped the combo though. Goes for a throw for his own.
I mean, Neanderthal, look how much damage he's done already with Blake.
Oh, and he got another hit right there. Gonna go straight into super.
Is that a dead blitz tank?
He's got 20k health, but because it was a good, he went into super early, so there wasn't a lot of damage scaling. That was super good for Neanderthal.
So this match is not over by any stretch of the imagination.
Caught him in the air. Went into Stone Clone though. Oh, caught him. That's counter hit. That's a kill. Two-way pickup. There it is. Again, Neanderthal, from what was looking like a bad game for him, keeps coming back.
I mean, you're seeing the strength of Blake against Yosuke. She can cover those angles. She can knock him out of the sky. And Blake versus Tank, I'm sorry to say it, but Tank, that looks like a very uphill battle.
Yeah, for a character that has as much as Tank does, you know, for like, because he does actually have a lot. Fighting against certain characters, no matter what, can kind of demolish him.
Like we said, he's no top tier, but you do need to know how to fight him. And these guys are both NorCal, so I'm assuming Neanderthal has quite a lot of experience in this matchup.
Especially considering he plays the character himself, right?
Oh, exactly. Know thine enemy and all that, am I right?
Yeah, all's fair. Okay, watch out for the V-slash situation. Now he ended up getting overheaded right there. So he was unable to punish the V-slash because he was too worried about the 4P from, oh my god.
Was that throw bait?
No, because he didn't get counter hit. So what happened was he ended up getting caught jumping, I think. Either that or he ran forward. It's the only two explanations.
He caught Blake out of the stone clone.
Okay. Gonna have to deal with the mix-up right there. Nice. He's able to find his way out, but ends up getting caught low. No, the 6-6 is actually gonna end up missing.
Combos on Tank always look so funny.
He's so big. Wow, he blocked that! That was so good for GZO. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was a cross-up overhead from like half the screen away. Oh, Fuzzy. Yeah, that's a Fuzzy, by the way.
Blitz Tank being the tallest crouching character in the game.
By, you know, Mitsuru can JA Fuzzy him?
Oh my. Okay, here we go. GC Yoshi getting started. This is a solo combo, so he's got the assist to threaten.
Oh, no. Whoa, he didn't punish. Really unfortunate. And now he's got the hit. No. Big drop right there.
Missing that punish might cost him.
Well, I mean, we'll see. He was able to end up getting the 4P hit. Obviously, there's not a ton of damage because of the 4P. He moves on it past the DP. He was trying to catch a push block, but no dice.
That should be it. Double super.
Yeah, resonance to make sure. So smart right there from GCO. That's exactly the way you need to cash out, right?
And what I really liked was he didn't try to press JA into super because he would have teched out. He just did 4P, and during the 4P, connected with the super. Just super safe.
Exactly.
I mean, we've seen that Neanderthal can make comebacks with Blake. Can he do it with Susanoo?
Yeah, oh, he got the hit right there. Oh! Yeah, immediately into super. Doesn't want to allow the possibility of that character being able to get out. And now it's going to be Susanoo versus Yosuke coming in.
Yeah. That was a very meaty incoming.
Oh, he opened himself up to, I was going to say he opened himself up to a mix-up opportunity. It's going to do a grip of damage. He's still
a kill.
Okay, he's got to watch out. Oh, and yeah, that was so smart to use EX Moonsault because it keeps him right there in front rather than the side switch, which Neanderthal probably thought he was going for.
I mean, Yosuke can steal the corner, so a lot of the time you'll see they just, every Yosuke is just like, I want the corner, I want the corner, give me the corner.
Can't escape from crossing
this is it, this is 2-2.
Final match coming in right here. One of these players is unfortunately going home. And it's, I mean, so far it's just been so hard for Susanoo to stop this character from doing exactly what he wants. And I mean, that's kind of just the nature of what we expected for the matchup, right?
I mean, Blake is a much better character for the anti-Yosuke part of this match.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he can manage to at least, yeah, here we go. See, he says no, Susanoo is not cutting it.
Caught him in the air. Oh, throw bait! Yeah, okay, so one of the big problems with Neanderthal is he tries to hard bait almost every burst, right?
Here we go.
Extra assault.
Extra assault, 6.5. Thank you very much.
Good Lord in heaven. Oh God, he's got to switch. He doesn't have a choice.
But he did switch. He made the right choice. Unfortunately, he then got moonsaulted.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than losing Blake, probably. Okay, so sandwich opportunity right here. The 4P actually ends up hitting, so does the kunai. The blitz tank can do something. It's not going to hit Yosuke, but that is plus. Oh, no!
Whoa,
so what happened right there is the 6P from Blake actually ended up activating on the persona, so it stopped short of Yosuke and didn't hit him.
Neanderthal is going to need to make another comeback, but he has the meter. He can double super.
He's got the meter, he's got resonance, he's got everything, and he has got the ability to move on here in this top 8 over Neanderthal as GCOC takes it 3-2.
3-2, what a matchup. Wow, so, I don't know, man, like, how does this work? Was Neanderthal Cybertruck like the one that was on stage with Elon Musk? And maybe GC Yoshi's is one of the revamped units that's going to be on. I don't even know.
It's the new version. It's the new version. Elon Musk has pulled out the new
and improved Cybertruck.
That's right. Yeah, Elon Musk was not trying to show it off, but GC Yoshi broke NDA.
He broke in emphatically. Wow.
What an incredible match from both of the players. GC Yoshi,
my heart.
Regardless of those ways Neanderthal was coming back, right? He kept his composure and he was like, you know what? It's okay. Sometimes people come back, right? Sometimes it happens. I can do this. And he played a very solid game every single time.
Take a deep breath, spend some time at the rematch screen, just breathe in, breathe out, and then do moonsault like 500 times.
Yeah, you can do it. I believe in your ability to press the moonsault button.
Can you imagine if this was like Grand Blue?
It's a skill?
Just like one button. Just one button moonsault.
Oh, man, that'd be pretty good.
That would be good. Okay.
But yeah, so we do have to keep moving on here in this top 8. So we got another losers match coming up, and it's going to be another SoCal team kill. But at this point, it's inevitable, right?
Well, there was 5 of them in top 8, so like congratulations to SoCal for making it so far with so many people.
That's right, yeah. So it is going to be Spectro versus Headpat Homie Kiyomi. So this is going to be a button check because he is definitely not playing Noel today.
Hey, you never know, man. We've been talking about all this. No, it's a button check. I was going to say, you never know. He could be playing Noel.
I personally don't really see the synergy in that composition is all. If somebody wanted to play a Noel or a Lene team, I would say I'm all for it. However, I don't know about those two characters together in a pairing.
BBTAG is one of those games, though, where you can find unexpected synergies.
That's true, yeah. I remember when I was messing with Neapolitan for 2 weeks, Neapolitan and Susanoo was interestingly working for a little while. I don't understand like why it was as strong as it was, but...
And then, of course, you have characters with very expected synergies, like Adachi and Yumi.
That's right, yeah. Adachi, Yumi, Sidolphus Orlando Adachi,
yep.
Sidolphus Orlando Yumi, as we're going to see here on the screen right now.
Tell you what's funny, though. There's actually not that many Adachis in SoCal.
Yeah, no. I noticed
plenty of Yumis, but not
in
many
all
Adachis.
of in most of the casuals, I was one of the only people playing Adachi. I thought it was really weird.
Anyway, here we go. Spectro, Kiyomi, first game.
He has opted for the Yosuke pick here. And I think one of the big ideas is Yosuke gets around these characters very easily, right? Because Sidolphus, Orlando, and Yumi don't really have something that hit at the top of the sky.
This is true. Out of all of the angles Yumi hits, up and above her is actually not one of them.
Oh, man. Yeah, you can't burst when run is about to happen because he'll just run right past you. not only does Yosuke have the fastest regular run speed, but run is even faster than that.
Indeed. And you know what? We were talking about it earlier, and it's actually happened. We have 3 Yosuke's in top 8.
Yeah, in theory. 2 Blitzkangs, 3 Yosuke's. There's the run. He tried to push block, press buttons, but it's no dice. He was able to get the burst out, trying to put a +7 situation, and he did exactly that.
I think it was around +20. He charged a little bit.
Yeah, he charged a little bit.
Narukami's charge C is so good.
Oh, his Yumi is going to get beat up here, and she is bleeding life right now. He's going to have
That's
to
punishable.
He's got to stop calling Yumi. She's going to die.
He's got the
attack right there, and okay, he active switches over. There's the Marga gun. It's going to kill, and that's done.
Okay, so what you saw there was Spectro did an active switch JC, but Narukami's JC has so much recovery. Kiyomi was like, hey, even if I get punished, I'm just going to super and take out the character.
Yeah.
But he caught Yumi too, and the game was over.
So not just the JC having a bunch of recovery, but also active switching by itself leaves the character on screen for a very long time, right? So unless you're in cross combo, that character is almost guaranteed to get hit.
And here we go, Kiyomi starting out game 2 with some nonsense.
That is a very specific setup, by the way. If you try to forward tech, it stops you, right? And if you back tech, he catches up with you. And then he can go for either the low or he can moonsault and cross you up immediately.
And it's so tricky because in these games, if you are up backing and you're blocking, you are not used to getting crossed up. There is no other character that's going to cross you up like Yosuke in that situation.
Yeah, and that's one of the big strong suits of this character because maybe you guys haven't noticed yet, but that moonsault right there where he's crossing you up and whatnot, that's also invincible from frame 4, and it's completely invincible once it starts.
It is quite a button.
Oh, couple of characters!
That's because he's got it down.
Is he going to get the aerial wave on both, though? Yeah, that's the hard part. Is like, sometimes if you don't know exactly how to do it. Oh my god, he baited the. See, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to leaving the character on screen with an active switch. If you're not in cross combo, they stay on there for a minute. And now he's dead.
Too. That was tragic. Spectro had the happy birthday. He had all this damage in front of him. Then he dropped the combo, left a character on the screen. And it all went downhill in a matter of like, what, 2 seconds?
Yeah, 2 seconds is actually, I think correct. I don't think that's an exaggeration at all.
And there you see the crowd. They're raising all of their little cardboard characters.
Yeah, so that's actually the PC tag crowd with the Tagers.
Wi-Fi gang.
So there's 3 Tager players in PC tag. But they have a 4th one because apparently one of them broke the signs, and then they just kept the sign anyway. That was so good, using the JC to get around the anti-air because it is invincible, then using the moonsault to punish.
An invincible teleport into an invincible moonsault. Like we've said, you really need to lab your anti-Yosuke if you want to play against this character.
It can be really hard. He's a very... Oh, what a great over. I haven't seen a single Yosuke that's top 8 through that yet.
Because remember, that was not a cross-up. He just hit him as an overhead because that move is hard to see coming.
Yeah. EX moonsault actually just completely stops the character's momentum.
Okay, here we go. It's Spectro's turn. He's got him in the corner, and he just lets him out for free. Maybe he was trying to bait DP. Hard to say.
It could have been, yeah. There's always something else going on in someone's head, and it's a lot easier to say that we could do it. Okay, but DP comes out. So a lot of red life here on... Oh.
Did you see how far away he was when he started that moonsault, and it still crossed him up?
Spectro's Yumi is going to go down here. Narukami is going to... Sidolva's Orlando is coming in. I definitely believe in the Thunder God.
Kiyomi's Carmine is so strong. He knows what buttons to press and when to press them.
Trying to set up the plus frames. Okay, it hit Yosuke's Persona, so he didn't actually have to deal with it. Yeah, he's trying to catch him, but he's trying to do so safely, which is really hard because, yeah, that's what he's looking out for is that 4P. He got the hit. He's going to be able to get knocked down into cross slash. Okay, back end.
He gets the back turn with style. Can he do a double super?
Well, I don't know if you want to. I think, yeah, you want...
I think with that length of a combo, he probably would have teched out.
Oh, man, yeah, that's a big punish right there.
The problem was he didn't press JAA or JB. Just JA into JC will never combo.
Got hit by the 6P right there. Jiraiya coming in for the clutch. He's going to set up the puddles to get as much damage as he possibly can. Yeah, so... Oh, my God, he hit both! Oh, wow. Nice block on the overhead right there, the JC, and then he counters, and that's going to do it. Kiyomi moves on.
That is so rough. Yosuke's JC is one of those moves where you can have such trouble blocking it. And when you finally block it, you think it's your turn. It's not your turn.
Yeah, no, so we actually, the last time we saw Vivian on the screen talking about the way he can cancel JC out, we only talked about 2 of the options right there, and Kiyomi showed the 3rd option, which we had not yet talked about, which is being able to cancel JC into EX moonsault, which would be the same side rather than a cross-up. He was ready for it because, honestly, I don't know if he was ready for it. I think he was just, it was so fast that he couldn't think to try and block cross-up.
And then right at the end there, he did a JC into the ground slide and then just DP'd. Just DP. Just why not?
Well, you know, it's either he wins or he was going to get punished regardless, right? So
it's kind of just, hey, you got to put your life on the line. Read with your heart, not your mind. You guys know how it goes.
So yeah, Kiyomi, again, we talked a little bit about how the fact that it's his first top 8, and now look at how far he's made it.
He's up to losers at semi-final. Guaranteed top 4 here at Anime Ascension.
And we're going to see who Kiyomi will have to fight coming up right now. It's going to be NorCal versus SoCal.
Not just NorCal. NorCal's last hope.
That's
GC
right.
Yoshi. He won GGXR earlier today. And look, here he is. Strong showing in top 8 of BBTAG. Just how far can he go?
Yeah, this time he qualified through losers bracket, unlike in Guilty Gear. But the fact that he's been leaving body after body of his opponent obviously shows to his skill level, right? He was also hot off his top 8 placing with this team at Frosty Fausting, right? He even did so with a Blitz Tank solo comeback.
It was a thing of beauty. If you guys haven't seen it, look it up.
It's so good.
But here we're going to run with Lord Joseph Dong, the guitar hero himself. Ragnar Hyde since day 1, pro tag power.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's trying to find the optimal pathing to use the star power on over GC Yoshi here. And one of the great things about his team is the characters are just really good in neutral, right? They have great buttons, both in air and on ground. They have great assists to help the other in neutral because obviously Hyde has one of the best fireballs in the game.
We keep talking about the importance of keeping Yosuke out of the air. Well, Hyde's 5P, Palebringer, Ragnar's 6P, Blood Scythe. Those actually reach very high.
Yeah, they reach the top of the screen damn near. So.
And we don't need, like when you're playing in that match, you're not necessarily trying to hit Yosuke and get a combo. If it happens, that's fine, take it. But if you even just get him to block, he will drop to the ground like a rock, and then you can mix him up.
And his defensive options are not super strong. However, Yosuke players, obviously they understand his defensive options, so of course they make it look good, right? They make it look like he can defend himself. But comparative to other characters, his defensive options can be, well, not so fun. They were trying to fight over whether it was a handshake or a fist bump. Yeah.
Looks like GC Yoshi was the winner there.
Yeah. Joseph Dong is 0 for 2 on pre-game mix-ups.
Unbelievable.
He lost to me in rock, paper, scissors, and then he just lost to GC Yoshi in handshake. But here we go. First game.
And I believe, is he rocking the Noel color scheme as well?
Oh, hey, would you look at that?
Noel song, Noel color.
The blonde rag. Okay, so yeah, just tries to jump out because he doesn't want to deal with GC Yoshi. Oh my god, the JB!
That was glorious. It's really hard to punish V/. People will tell you just JA, but you have to get the right facing direction.
Yeah, and some characters actually have trouble with it because their jump arcs might be shorter than others. He actually dodged the burst, but no punish on that. GC Yoshi remaining as vigilant as he can. He's got to look out for the right time. He blocked the overhead, but not the throw.
Look at this sheer fundamental skill coming out here from Yosuke.
Okay, TP comes out. Oh, unblockable, but yeah, he's not willing to spend the bar just yet because, I mean, sure, clashing out right there would be damage.
That was a really good, see, GC Yoshi did a rising JA, and he buffered another JA hit, and then he used that time to hit confirm a full combo.
Yeah.
That is such a good habit to have if you're playing these anime fighting games.
Yeah, it's definitely a good habit to have, too, if you have one of those strong JAs as well, because you're going to get that hit a lot.
Is he going to cash out with double super?
I think so. Palebringer first. Well, he might not actually double super here. Yeah.
He took the corner. I think that's what he really wanted, was the corner.
The defense from GC Yoshi. He's got to stay nice and vigilant, and he was unable to do so. I think he wanted to push block that 2A, actually. I don't know if he really wanted that that reversal action.
But you could see how much Joseph Dong was waiting for that DP. He was just ready to punish.
One of the most patient players in the game right now, actually, and I think he plays off it better than anybody else doing exactly that. Oh, he could have punished, but he wasn't ready for it, thinking that it was going to cross up, so he kept running forward, running directly into GC Yoshi's 2A.
It is so unexpected when Moonsault lands in front of you. There's the Palebringer. We talked about that as the anti-Yosuke. There it is.
And it's going to do a grip of damage as he has so much of this.
Oh, the disrespect!
Is that disrespect? Is it? Or is it optimal?
He teabagged on my man, GC Yoshi.
Teabagging is optimal as far as I'm concerned.
Look, in this game, your opponent has 2 meters. One is their life bar and one is their mental health.
Exactly.
You have to damage both.
And that's what Lord Hosif Dong himself did. Oh, God, opened up low. That's pretty rare to get opened up low there.
You saw he actually delayed that gas lead quite significantly, so I think maybe he caught him up backing.
Yeah, he was trying to look for Gauntlet Hades because normally you would Gauntlet Hades there, right? That JB was ridiculously good.
The skills of this man.
Lord Hosif Dong completely understanding what type of character he's up against. He's going to get as much damage on Blitz Tank as he possibly can, even doing about half of his life. Got the Gauntlet Hades counter hit. This is a loop.
He actually didn't do the right sequence for the loop. That's why he had to call an assist. And unfortunately, that made it burstable.
Yeah, could come back to haunt him, but he's got a lot of life to work with. And as we all know, Ragnar is a 20k health character in this game.
22 I'd say.
About, yeah. Oh, he got Blitz Tank before it 4P'd, which is actually pretty rare because normally that starts out really fast.
And the hitbox on 4P is so large that it's very tricky to try and thread that needle.
Oh, V-Slash comes out. Yeah, and he tried to goad him in with the 6P, but somehow, someway, GC Yoshi was still able to get around the trap that Hosif Dong set for him.
And now the life lead has just evaporated.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he tried to go for the mix-up, but Lord Hosif Dong took the correct way out. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to hit that JB. The Ragnar JB hits up and forward so clean.
Oh, man. You know, he's making Hosif Dong get a bit antsy. He's trying to catch Yosuke a little bit too hard, and that's when Yosuke shines the most, right? Is when you're trying to chase him down and kill him. Nice block! That was too... I spoke a little too soon.
But that was a really good burst time there. He delayed it so that the anti-air attack didn't invuln through the burst.
You're going to get around that 4P right there, trying to stop him, meet him air to air. And I love that GC Yoshi keeps going to the jump A when he thinks it's a possibility that he might beat him. The 4P does get the hit and the burst comes out again. Really trying to save his characters. The 4P actually hits a 5A. Oh my God, DP hitting on the other side.
No,
I can't believe it.
I can't even.
And he got the hit right there as well. Somehow, some way, Lord Hosif Dong came back.
That was incredible. And that is so huge because now it is 2-0. That could have been 1-1 so easily. And now he has a 2-game lead.
This is one of the biggest morale boosts you can have because now GC Yoshi has to dig deep. He has to find every possible thing he can to make a 3-0 comeback happen right here. And one thing I do want to point out that was really good for him, though, is he made one of the most patient people I've ever seen play this game start getting antsy. If he can make that happen again, that he could actually make this 3-0 happen, no problem, in my opinion. But the JA is going to hit, and that's big damage. Punish the assist.
GC Yoshi's happy to burst because he's using Blitz Tank as a sponge.
Yes.
He's using him to soak up the damage and say, hey, I want Yosuke to live.
Oh, used a little bit too many dive kicks. Oh my God, he's got both characters. Laser beam. Probably gonna DHC just for the damage. Yeah, buddy.
So for those of you who don't know, if you hit Blitz Tank in his DP, it activates the Bug Zapper. But if an assist hits his DP, he just goes invincible, and then he gets to press buttons.
Yeah, he's invincible until he can act. And if he presses buttons, he's armored, so you're probably gonna lose.
This is a strong game here for GC Yoshi right now. He has a big life lead. He's happy to just sit there, recover Yosuke. Wow.
Hello. There's a burst coming in. That was the end of the combo, though, so I'm really surprised that he ended up bursting. But, hey, it's gonna work out for him.
Just plays it safe, backs off.
Ooh, got the Blitz Tank right there. Jump it to the top of the screen. Yeah, oh my God, he got Yosuke for a second there. That was super scary. V-Slash hitting on the opposite side right now. He's trying to keep him in any sort of block stun if he can make it happen. Got the low. Oh, the counter comes out. GC Yoshi.
Betting his life with that DP right there, and it worked out.
Yeah, tried to use the JB, and the 5A actually hit, and that's going to be the end of Yosuke. Blitz Tank is coming in by himself now.
This is not over. It's over.
I'm sorry. Just a little bit too soon as Lord Hosif Dong hits him with the 2A to finish it off. It was counter hit too, so he probably tried to armor through or something like that. Whatever the case, the Dong prevails.
The Dong prevails. He just gives you a bit of a swag with his guitar, hits that whammy bar. Look at this lead guitarist going to his adoring fans. He might crowd dive in a moment. Who knows? We can't do that. We're not covered by like the liability insurance.
Yeah.
Bad idea. But there you go. We have our top 4 now. So in winners, it's Monkey versus Elion.
That's correct.
And then in losers, it's Kiyomi versus Joseph Dong.
So that is 3 SoCal versus 1 Tennessee. So
Wow.
winners finals will be an attempt to secure the bag, to defend the turf for SoCal. Monkey is going to do everything he can. And these are 2 of the people in this bracket, by the way, that have a bevy of teams. We could see a counterpick war.
If
you know?
look, I'm going to be honest, if we saw this game go to game 5, it was going to be 3-2 either way. And if every loss resulted in a character change, that'd be some damn fine BBTAG.
We would see quite a few different characters. I don't know the number permeations because I can't do math. I barely passed high school, but you know.
Let's see, you got like 56, and then there's like 55, and carry the 1. I got no idea.
Well, you know, we also have BlazBlue Fantasy versus the English version coming out on March 3rd. Coming out. Thank you so much to Exceed, whom is here at the venue with the demo stations, and they're actually going to end up providing us with a BlazBlue Fantasy versus English version exhibition later on after BBTAG Top 8.
Yeah, stick around for that. It's going to be some really exciting matches because some of these guys have been playing this game every single time it's been available. They've traveled to every tournament where the beta has been on display. They got their name in the hat for the lottery system, right, when it had its, what do you call it, the open beta, or semi-open beta. And next up as well, we have Arcade Shock as one of our sponsors. Feel free to go check them out, and you can get a discount by using the code AA2020.
Yeah, Arcade Shock also here at the venue with the big help on a lot of different things. They provided this stick here that the first place winner is going to acquire. So guys, head to arcadeshot.com. Use that code.
And for those of you who are wondering whatever happened to SoCal Regionals, well, what is going on is this year, instead of running a single SoCal Regionals event, they split it up into a number of smaller events that are more focused on specific games. So we've already had Hyperdrive back at the start of February. That was the King of Fighters, SNK, Sam Show sort of thing. June 6 and 7, keep your eyes open. Reverse Beat is the anime-focused SoCal event, and it is going to be quite an event to see.
And then after that, you're going to have Warriors, which is the Capcom event, Electric Cancel, the 3D game, and American Reset as well, which is going to be MK11, and it's also going to be KI, Killer Instinct.
Oh, okay. And
yeah.
I see. So like we said, SoCal Regionals used to be one thing, now it's 5 things, but each of these is a major in its own right. They just want to show a little bit more specialized love to each of these communities.
And I want to show a little bit of specialized love over on Axis Games for giving us this limited collector's edition. You guys can pre-order it now. It is available to 2020. I believe that's Thursday, this upcoming Thursday. You guys can get all of that great stuff on PS4 or Switch. You can take Uniclair on the go.
And you can see there was a 96-page full-color art book. Look at that. You got, Wagner and Ori. You got Hyde there, just smart casual, hitting the clubs. You know how he do.
Hyde is hot for some reason, and I don't know why. It just made him hot. But yeah, guys, so as we have gotten a little break to set up here, up next, we are going to see the culmination, the winners finals.
Winners final.
That's right, a BBTAG here.
These are the 2 people who have not lost a set this weekend in BBTAG. They have faced and they have defeated all comers.
And you know what? You know how we were talking about the possibility of characters and the possibility of teams? They called a blind pick.
Blind pick.
So what, for those of you who don't know, is so basically the blind pick takes place. One person tells a mediator what team they're going to pick. And then the other person picks the team that they are going to pick, right? And then that person then picks the team, and the mediator will be like, okay, yes, that is the team they said. So I think when we were talking about a possibility of a counterpick war, I think that's 100% going to happen at this point, unless it ends up being somehow a sweep.
So looking at this from Monkey, the new Batista, that's what he used yesterday to beat GC Yoshi and to counter the Yosuke. I wonder if he was expecting Jubei 9. I mean, with a blind pick, it's up in the air. Who knows?
Yeah, Jubei 9 would have definitely been a better team for Monkey's team to have combated, right? Because he would have been able to stop 9 from doing 6P because of the 5B, right? And then he also would have had the ability to snipe him out of the air before Shirinui activates with the 4P from Batista or even the 2B from New.
Yeah, but that's not to say that he picked wrongly. This team is still a fine team by itself. He is a good zoning player, and we'll see if he can keep Elion out, or whether the Blood Edge boys are going to just go to town and, I don't know, make the Black Beast again? I don't know how BBTAG lore works.
These two cannot form together to make the Black Beast. So don't worry about that. That won't happen. It's new 13 in Ragnar. You got to worry about
New 13, and well, here we go. This is the combination.
Well, they have to fusion inside a cauldron specifically. There's the overhead right there. Unfortunately, he drops it though. That's gonna allow Monkey a chance.
Wow.
There's the JB, gonna cash out immediately right there. Devoured by darkness, closing out the
Monkey
character.
tried to push block 5B, but Elion actually cancelled his attack into a air dash forward, and he got inside Nu's dead zone.
Cross up Inferno Divider, a classic.
The classic. You don't get damage off it like you do in BBCF, but I respect it.
Oh, well, you will get damage off this. Despite the fact that Batista can't be counter hit, Ragnar still just shifts damage, bro. Like,
Yep, that's big boy damage coming out. He's going to need one more mix-up to end this, though.
he hasn't spent any bar, and that was like 7.8, and non-counter hit. Oh, there's the overhead. He told you to pay attention, bro.
Pay attention.
First game going to Elion, and that was looking amazing in his favor. He opted for the immediate rematch.
Immediate rematch. That is a surprise.
Okay.
Given how much Maki was playing my Yumi yesterday, I thought that was going to be one of his go-to standard teams.
Well, that's one of the things where you have to worry about whether or not your opponent knows how to stop DP plus assist, right? And I guess maybe he's assuming that Elion just does. Oh, the sandwich. That's one of the strongest parts about Naoto's support kit is he can always set up a sandwich regardless of where he is on screen. He's coming out, Spike Chaser to get the, oh my goodness, got the BD low.
I can never believe how far away that low hits.
And 2C is kind of insane sometimes. Oh, baiting the throw just as well. He's keeping his assist in the back, yeah.
I think he was going for a small reset there to try and, he can just super.
Yeah, oh, and he supered right back as well, but the problem is Batista Laser has some of the higher invincibility in the game on Stardust. So despite the fact that he did his second, it didn't actually end up mattering. Overhead right there.
This is such a different look to game one.
Oh, got the cross under as well. It's Batista damage, so it might not be able to kill. He dropped it. Oh, yeah, that's a hard situation. Anybody could get hit by that.
Look at that, 149 seconds left on the clock. This is BBTAG, ladies and gentlemen. There is a reason this game is best out of 5.
Those are two zoners, by the way. Those are two of the zoning characters in this game.
And they just did that much mix-up, that much damage. So now it's Elion going to the Jubei 9.
Okay, yeah.
This is interesting because, like we were talking about, we thought maybe Monkey was trying to pick, expecting this team. So we'll see if he has a strategy for the Shiranui setups.
Well, I guess we're going to see because it's very clear that Monkey has shown in the previous matches that he has studied a couple of different things, right? He's definitely studied compositions, and there's a reason why he's here in Winners Finals. So I have every right to believe that you know what we had talked about, that this team was meant to kind of fight that game plan, is applicable here. Whether or not Elion allows it to happen is a completely different story, however. Because just because your game plan works on paper does not mean you can read your opponent well enough to do it.
And neither of these players made it this far by letting their opponents do what they wanted.
And that's exactly what's happening right here as he gets the hit. Sure, Monkey can burst, but the damage is already done. He does get the 2C though, probably catching him up backing.
It's interesting, in this game, if you get hit by a burst, sometimes you can up back on wake up, and there are some characters that just flat out deny it.
Yeah, Batista definitely one of those characters right now. He's going to get a grip of damage. Because some of that was cross combo, because one of those were EX. Oh, he tried to DP through it. That's so unfortunate.
There are some supers like that that'll stay in front of you if you DP, but that is not one of them. And you see how Elion is doing it with 6P, so you don't get to punish.
Got the hit there on Nu. Batista was actually the active character, and this character's gone now.
These games are going by in the blink of an eye. 144 left on the clock.
I couldn't even see him active switch before his character died. Okay, so character select now. Okay, so the counter pick war has begun.
We're gonna need to ask these guys to slow down.
Oh!
Mitsuru Ruby. Okay.
My girl! That's my wife!
That is your waifu, and you thought there was no Mitsuru in top 8.
I love you, baby. But you see his partner, right?
Mitsuru Ruby.
I hate Ruby.
Mitsuru. Okay, I want to see how this team works. I have not seen Monkey play this team.
Ruby is the darkness. But yeah, so Mitsuru Ruby is actually a team a lot of people were dabbling in when Mitsuru first dropped. because Ruby has like very strong assists, right? And Mitsuru is a character that all she needs is a character to support her, and she is just running amok. And Ruby does a great job of that. 6P is one of the best projectiles in the game.
And Ruby and Mitsuru, both of their JAs excel at keeping people out of the sky.
That's correct.
What a conversion!
So he actually didn't need that ball to confirm. That he could have converted without it, but it looks sick.
It looks so cool! But this is looking like Elion's game so far.
Trying to get out of this situation right there. Nice block on the cross-up overhead. That's a throw, so it's a punishable. And he's got both characters. 4P, yeah, he tried to stabilize the combo using 4P, but unfortunately he doesn't get it. He does get Mitsuru out, though. Now it's a matter of catching 9.
9's JA has one of the best hitboxes in this game.
Yeah, so it's almost equivalent to Mitsuru's, actually, but the only difference between 9's and Mitsuru's is that 9's is 2 frames slower on starting.
And then 9's has a bit more recovery, but in this game it's so hard.
Oh, that should hit. Very good reaction.
Takes him to the
right
corner.
there.
He has full assist bar.
Yeah, just DPs, right? You keep your cross gauge this way. Oh, he's going to be able to jump out. Is he going to be able to punish, though? No. Despite Ruby having one of the faster run speeds in the game, watch out for DP. No, Siphon, Active is going to do it. Okay. He kept that nice and burst safe. I really like that routing.
Okay, puts Ruby in because she is the healthy girl here. It's one of the things, if you play against 9, it is so good to be able to recognize when she blocks strings into a spell and use a projectile invincible super.
Oh, the GA is going to hit. Yeah, burst has to come out. The ball is actually going to end up hitting Smash Logo, putting him in block stun. Oh my god, that might... Oh, he was
goodbye,
teleported.
Jubei. But goodbye, Mitsuru. That's a trade 1-for-1.
Yeah, whether or not it's worth it, we're just going to have to find out here as he comes in.
Is Elion going to Grand Finals, or is Monkey keeping alive?
He's got to watch out for that JA. That JA has been most of the damage that he's had to deal with. Wow, that was a great block.
That was so scary!
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Oh, he got a hit!
But he's going to run out. Resonance is there!
Yeah, he on 0 seconds, he ended up getting the super cancel.
It's not enough.
Oh, he tried to bait the throw right there. The super comes out, and Monkey is going to stay alive. We are 2-2 here.
Oh my goodness, that was so intense. We went from games that ended in 30 seconds. That one was, over 2 minutes.
That was quite some time, yeah. So back to character select, and we're back to Ragnar. So I have to point this out.
It happened.
Yeah.
Every time someone lost, they changed characters.
Oh, no, there was one the very first match.
Monkey, that's right. Monkey kept.
We were almost 100% on our assessment. Almost 100%. I'm
sad.
Sorry. I feel like we've made pretty good assessments this topic.
we don't have to.
You don't have to be sad about it. But I have to talk about one very important thing with this dynamic matchup. Ragnar versus Mitsuru at round start trade.
Well,
He did pick Jubi, though.
Jubei round start. He just wants the Shiranui.
Well, no. So Jubei round start actually can beat Mitsuru round start if he's not specifically trying to rock, paper, scissors versus Jubei. So both of the characters on this team could do something.
Wow, seeing Ragnar jump cancel 5BB is that's quite something, because that is not there in BBCF, let me tell you.
Oh man, the 4P, however, gonna hit. Yeah, so one thing you'll notice about Elion's Ragnar is he always goes for the really, really hard combos. I remember him hitting all of them on Friday, but we're in Winners Finals now. This is when it matters.
This is when it's the most stressful.
So 6P's still going to come out. He still has to worry about that. Nice. That was such a smart teleport because he saw the push block. So he was like, I'm going to keep myself safe by hitting the assist with teleport.
That was almost a happy birthday.
Super smart play right there from Monkey as well. Okay, his assist is bleeding, though. It keeps getting counter hit. There's a lot of trades in terms of assist damage. He's got to watch out for Hairball. It comes in. Oh, and that's going to hit Ragnar.
Hits the Buffonine.
Oh, 4P's going to hit, and he does have burst available, though. Okay.
Oh, that was scary. That almost was a burst punish.
Yeah, he's got past it right now. 6P. Yeah, that was such a smart jump, and he's going to be able to get the hit here. This should be a dead character without issue. Get a little bit of life back. Mitsuru comes in by herself. This is where she's at her weakest, is by herself. Sure, she has the neutral potential, but man, when you have to defend...
And Monkey was probably holding down the resonance button, hoping to avoid one mix-up. But Elion actually kept it gap-less.
Yes.
He kept him in permanent block stun, and then did a Gauntlet Hades, which you just have to react to.
Yeah, just because you're in permanent block stun doesn't mean you don't have to still block up and down. You still have to block high-low regardless of being in full block stun.
And people in BBTAG, they're so used to the cross-ups. And for the cross-ups to happen, you need to leave a gap. So people are used to a gap. Elion's like, nah. Don't need it. Just high-low.
Never give you a chance. Elion played that so beautifully in that final match. We've had so many matches go down to the wire here, but Elion is the one who's going to be in grand finals on winner's side now. We are going to determine, however, who from SoCal has the pleasure of facing Monkey in the losers finals.
It's going to be Kiyomi versus Joseph Dong. This is a matchup which you might see fairly often, actually, at Wednesday night fights, if you tune into that.
Which will be happening next weekend.
I would have to ask for the stats, but I believe Joseph Dong usually comes out on top when they meet one-on-one.
So to my knowledge, from the Wednesday night fights I've watched, Joseph Dong is actually the most winning person in SoCal WNF as of current. So that's to my knowledge. I could be wrong about the numbers, but pretty much every WNF I've watched, it's either been him or it's been Kiyomi. So
let's get a look here at this top 8 bracket so far. We have had some fantastic matches for all of you fine folks at home. We hope you're enjoying it. We've just got 3 more to go. 3 more to go. Losers semi, losers final, grand final. And then we will crown our Anime Ascension 2020 BBTAG champion.
Yeah, and I can't stress enough that, again, Kiyomi's first top 8, and look at the damage Kiyomi has done. Brought Pikachu for the moral support. Pikachu's been helping out quite a bit. And quite possibly a top 3 finish, maybe.
I was talking to him yesterday where he was knocked into the losers bracket, and he was so frustrated with himself. He said, it's because I'm playing too passively. But it looks like he's managed to smooth out his brain. He's managed to just go with the flow. And this is a button check, as you might be able to tell, with Kiyomi picking our 4-Sword Kirby's team. Yeah. Shout out 4-Sword Kirby.
That's my man's. That's my man's. But, I do have to play off of what you're talking about. The fact that you mentioned Kiyomi said that he was playing too patiently is funny to me, because I keep thinking that Lord Joseph Dong is one of the most patient players in the game right now.
Right.
And somehow he finds big success with it.
It's about the game plan that you choose to run with. When you pick a team like Jubei Carmine, you're not going to play a patient game. You need to be pressing buttons, putting hitboxes on the screen.
I don't see why you wouldn't. It's clearly the strong suit of the team.
So that's, if you pick a team and you don't play to their strength, bad things are going to come your way.
It's completely possible.
Joseph Dong is running away.
Is he Naruto running around the venue and
I believe he's
back?
getting a drink. He's getting some sort of mixture.
All right, and he's using the wonderful water bottle provided here by Axis. The Anime Ascension water bottle.
He's got the Anime Ascension water bottle. He has the Evo hat. This man is just blinging out on merch right now.
That's right. Yesterday I think he was wearing an Evo Judge jacket as well.
Oh,
I think it was yesterday.
They're very exclusive. I assume they're taking signups for that. So by the way, if you guys are at home watching and you want to help out with Evo, I assume the site has a link that says volunteers welcome.
I have no idea. I'm not going to call that, because there's been enough times where I know stuff has not been very well organized. So unlike this event, which has been incredibly well organized.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah, I've been having such a great time. Thank you so much to everybody at Axis, Exceed, and also Level Up Live for running the stream. As we get here into the losers semis, it's going to be Lord Joseph Dong versus Kiyomi, and a great start. He can't burst any of this because he called an assist in the wave that actually uses cross cage.
It's one of those things that at neutral, if you can, you want to avoid spending partner bars. Call the assist, then press your button.
Yep, going to use that EX to ensure that he gets the most damage out of this confirm here. And I mean, look at that. 8.4K. Comes Palebringer assist. Oh, wow, he was actually able to avoid it and get the hit on Ragnar. Incredible from Kiyomi. He's going to take life here. He's going to take life and use cross raid, right?
He might cross raid to get Jupe. No, he doesn't.
So I was thinking maybe he would use cross raid to keep the corner.
To get corner and swap out a bleeding character, but Kiyomi's brave.
Carmine is easily one of his best characters, if not his best character. But Lord Joseph Dong immediately using the Carnage Scissors to go through the block string right there. That's one of the better supers in the game to do so, because it's negates push block. Okay, here's the setup. Oh, just a mid. We're dispensing. Oh. Yeah, tried to TRM. Nice DP right there from Joseph. He recognized the setup. He didn't want to have to deal with that. He sure knew he's going to come out, and that is punishable.
He did exactly the right thing. Push block, then buttons. That is how you counter the Jubei JB into JB.
And going to take it off of that immediately. Kiyomi, when he got that hit,
Oh, look at that. Raises his glass to the camera.
Shout outs to Axis water bottles.
Can we get that checked for performance-enhancing substances? Please, ref? Okay, no, never mind.
He's playing on a Guitar Hero controller, bro. Let him have it. But yeah, I think one of the biggest problems right there was what happened after he got after Kiyomi got that hit. Because he wasn't able to get a knockdown to pressure off of cleanly, it ended up not allowing for him to stop Josef from a barring out.
Here we go. This is Kiyomi's turn. He's got a knockdown in the corner.
Gonna set up the cross. Oh yeah, that was messed up.
Left, right, left, right.
That's one of the few times I've seen Carmine JA not hit cross up off of a burst right there. That's really lucky for Lord Josef. But Kiyomi obviously having a pretty big lead to start here. EX here, not a chip, got the cross up, active switch, and he's gonna build a grip, a bar, but he's also gonna get that life back for Carmine because it's all red health.
I mean, just look how much he's healing in the back. It's crazy. Ah, does not recover in time to block the burst.
Gonna get his own hit right here. Just get some of that health back for Ragnar. Yep, got the loop. Oh, dropped the last one. Just gonna jump over Carmine to attempt to make sure that he doesn't get hit, but he ended up doing it. Sure knew he's gonna try and put him in block stun.
Almost got the happy birthday there.
Oh yeah, such a hard block because of how, yeah, there it is. See, it happened that time.
There it is.
The first time it missed, but he got it this one. Take that life.
He kills a character and gets that much health back.
Super good start here from Kiyomi. Looking a lot better now.
You can see how Kiyomi's making such good use of the fireball assist to just take up space on the screen.
That was incredible! So he was actually in range of that blood sight, but the second he used the EX, he got out of it because of the rock back. If he hadn't done EX fireball there, he may have just gotten hit.
And that's enough to take the second game. It's 1-1 here in the loser semifinal.
I don't know if that was intentional, but if it was, wait. Okay, I was gonna say, Sidolphus Orlando coming in? What?
I mean, he's changing colors. Maybe that's to get a power up.
Oh, he's changing the song.
Changing the song. What's gonna be? What's gonna be? Motorhead. Yeah, Tiger.
Okay, all right.
Real talk, this song's fantastic. I'm serious, man. This song is like,
It's got a really funky bass line.
Oh, just feel it. Feel it.
But yeah, so here we go. Game number 3 here. Kiyomi versus Lord Josef Dawn. Gonna set up the scramble situation. That's what used to get Elion a lot of mileage, that particular situation right here. And we're gonna see it get mileage for Kiyomi as well as he forces the burst. And he's already gotten maybe, 20% of Lord Josef's Ragnar life.
I mean, they're pretty even on resources in terms of their meter.
Okay, he's just gonna get the side switch probably with the auto combo, right? Yeah. Get back in the corner, give me my life back. Okay, he's gonna have to block that fireball. Oh yeah, he forgot. It comes back out. He's got both characters right now. Is he gonna be able to keep both in for the whole duration though? Yeah. Oh, not quite.
One's flipped out, but that's still a lot of damage.
Yep. Infinite Rift. Cut infinitely.
Kiyomi's doing such a good job of getting into sandwich situations, but Josef's finding ways to escape. He's jumping at the right time, push blocking at the right time.
Unfortunately, he's got Carmine back in, and that character's bleeding life. How is he going to find a way to get out? There's the 4P, and he's got to keep him safe. I couldn't believe that Josef Dong didn't just hit Carmine there.
Active switch, Shiranui.
Oh God, winning the active switch. Oh.
There's the explosion.
Oh! Well, at least he kept Carmine alive here. He doesn't have to worry about that. Got another JB right there, and then an immediate throw attack. Life totals are pretty scary for Lord Josef right now. DP? No, he just tries to jump out, and he got the Jube right there. He's got full cross gauge. This might be death.
That jump back JB. We talked about how patient Josef can be, and you saw there, he was so careful with that Oki. In the end, Kiyomi guesses right. And that's going to be game 3 going Kiyomi's way.
Yeah, Kiyomi is currently on set point versus Lord Josef Dawn. Right now.
Can he keep going? Can he push through and make his way to losers final?
Get ready. Get ready.
They're motioning something. They got to stop?
Let's see if they go back to character select after this or not.
Okay, well, I guess I'll mention one of the big deals with the team, in my personal opinion, or with Kiyomi, in my personal opinion, is you mentioned the fact that his team is very well suited to pressing buttons, right? But it's very well suited to pressing buttons in the scramble in particular. And normally Ragnar is a character that that controls the scramble because you're so afraid of how much damage output he can get with a straight hit, and then Hyde is just very, very strong neutral tools and stuff like that. But this team makes it so that they kind of ignore how strong you can be in that sense because of like invincibility or because of great projectiles, etc., etc.
And blood puddles just coming out of nowhere.
There's the grab active switch right there. Yeah, but he couldn't punish the burst, and he's gonna get hit of his own.
That's so tragic when you see someone bait a burst, but then because the burst whiffs, they might lose their opportunity to punish.
Yeah, in fact, they take damage because they missed that opportunity sometimes. Yeah, I think maybe he thought it was gonna cross up, and he ended up getting hit. It was on the same side. Give me my life back. Let me take some of yours. Oh, yeah, I wasn't ready for that either.
I mean, if you get a sandwich situation and you CC activate, the most basic mix-up is side swap or one button into side swap. And if you're expecting the one button and they do it straight away, you just get blown up.
Wow, that throw was TRM. And okay, he tried JC right there, but the burst hit. JC's going to come out, and wow, he must have blocked that in the air, right?
It's an unsafe move, but you need to hit a button really quick to punish it.
Well, I think he blocked it in the air because he just couldn't do it.
And this is looking so strong for Kiyomi. Here he is, 2-on-1. Joseph Dong's Ragnar, the last chance he has of staying in this tournament.
Here comes the ball right there. He got hit by the overhead. He's going to be able to get away from that Jubei assist, but how long can you get away? There's the DP coming out of Kiyomi. We actually haven't seen a lot of that from him, and he's kind of only been picking and choosing in the proper spots. The JC confirmed, going to be able to finish it off. Kiyomi moves to losers finals.
Good stuff. Kiyomi, remember, he entered from the losers bracket. He has just been taking head after head after head.
I'm pretty sure Kiyomi has to stay there.
Yeah, I don't know where he's going. He's like, oh, okay, let me just, I'll come back to the table. That's fine.
Well,
no
his controller's still connected, so I think he was just given props to, or getting his props from the crowd.
I mean, you see that front row full of Auriers, full of Tagers.
Full of SoCal, who is happy for their boy to move on. Lord Joseph Dong, unfortunately going to be taking 4th place, but such an incredible run that he had, losing to only some of the best here. In fact,
only the best here in top 8 at Anime Ascension 2020.
Yeah.
Here we have another SoCal team kill, but it's because so many of SoCal got this far. So big ups to all of the dudes and dudettes at WNF or at, I think there's some other events that they run at like Long Beach area.
It's like a dropkick.
Dropkick,
right?
That's the one. And then you got, what is it, Danger Time in like Fullerton.
Yep.
Just LA's got a strong scene.
Yeah, one of the things that Alex Vian talks about actually is BBTAG players. They show up every single week after week after week, regardless of how long the tournament takes, regardless of how long it takes to start. They're always there, and they're always grinding.
Always on that grind.
So, I mean, it's showing here as they're defending the turf, or at least attempting to, because one of these players is going to have to stop Elion, as he's coming out of Tennessee, and he is looking to take this title.
I mean, Elion, just off a win at Frosty Faustings, he is not in any mood to stop winning anytime soon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, you want to have that big morale boost right before our tour starts, right?
First event of our tour being final round in a couple of weeks in March, I think it is.
Just next month, yeah.
Just next month.
Right after Super TSB.
And then, what is it, EVO is a platinum event.
That's right. It's the only American platinum event.
And then later on, there's CEO Taku is a gold event.
There's also a few of those are the American ones. There's obviously more in other regions, other countries as well. You know, Vianality is one in Austria.
BAM, Battle of the Winter Melbourne is one in Australia. Shout out to all my Down Under boys.
I should go to that.
It's a fun tournament. Like, it's been running for about like 10 or 11 years now. Actually, no, I should take that back. I think it's BAM 12. Look, if anyone in chat knows, keep me honest. But it's been running for about 12 years, and it is so solid. Brings together fighting games, Smash community, Pokken, everything. It's great fun. Anyway, here we are. Losers final.
Okay, no, we're real.
All right, here it is. So this is the My Gimme that we've been talking about from Monkey. He said, what did you say about DP assist?
Well, we're going to have to see if it's even applicable in this situation because, yeah, exactly. Shiranui is completely invincible and can snipe out Yumi.
And just more generally, if you manage to get an assist in front of you to block the icicles, that's a good way to shut down the DP assist.
It's not like he can burst afterwards, right? Because it is a DP. You still get locked out of your burst. Oh, it's a low, and that's one of the best starters in the game. I can understand that burst completely. Yeah, sure, I know he comes out and...
Oh, he got crossed up, I think.
Whatever the case may be, he ended up getting hit snowbird. Oh, wow, he got overheaded off of it.
That wasn't a punish. It must have been some sort of mix-up. You saw that the red exclamation mark was there. That meant he could have blocked it.
Oh, got throw baited for his troubles, but nothing. Is he going to land into the... Oh, he got both
Happy
characters.
birthday.
Are they both still in?
Oh, one dropped out.
Yeah, I couldn't tell, and I guess neither could he. TP comes out. Oh, he tried to go for the grab. Oh! They're trading sides, but the problem is look at how much damage Yumi took for that, right? Oh, mix-up potential right here.
And obviously, Monkey's on lower health, but you can't...
That was such a great timing for cross combo. He barely threaded the needle.
It's just so scary.
Well,
okay,
a character for a character. Wow. Got the throw. Okay, here we go. It's not
Are we going to see
right?
Astral if he can
Can he build that bar?
No,
yeah, no, straight into Dragoon.
Yeah, I don't think you can relaunch mid-screen off that.
Oh, wow, 5B on Wake Up, bro! What a god lord. Lord of the god.
Man, if it works.
Good push block. Oh, and it's such a smart anti-air right there from Kiyomi.
That was wild. That was push block into DP.
Yeah.
That only worked because Monkey went to chase him down.
Yeah, so a lot of people, when they're trying to negate push block, they'll do an IAD or they'll jump forward and try to press a button or something like that. And Kiyomi was ready for it, right? Hit him with the 3,000 IQ play.
He's up 1-0 here in this loser's final.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a Sanders situation. Well, I guess he had already active switched, so it's not like he could have done anything else. Got to open up low. Yeah, so one of the things that happens if you do puddle call and there's a puddle there, it is low. You have to block low. Oh man, there it is, overhead right there. Jump cancel, but no punish.
He jumped backwards.
Yeah. Okay, trying to get the throw active switch, but no dice right there. Now that Monkey is out, oh, I spoke too soon.
Jubei is just so good at staying on top of you. So good at just, look, to put it plainly, he just presses buttons in the neutral and you have to figure out a way around it.
That makes up his hot.
You see how many sandwiches Kiyomi is making. He is like a lunch lady at an elementary school right now.
He's always keeping his opponent in block stun because of what you're talking about, right? The fact that he can always keep on in that ass by using those buttons.
There we go. Successful DP assist right there.
But successful block for just a moment there. Unfortunately, burst for Kiyomi will make it out, and Yumi is probably going to die from this.
I can't imagine that's what he wanted, but the raw tag came out.
Oh, JC!
What a throw bait.
Yeah, that last time he went for the overhead. This time it's going to be the low. Got the DHC.
I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, just barely.
One touch more, though.
Block stain from Hinayuri. Yeah, he's got to watch out.
But I mean, Monkey's bleeding, and there you go. Yumi got touched once.
He has to be either thinking it's going to be a cross when it's not, or getting crossed up, but that's going to hit right there. No full conversion, no death. Well, Monkey has another chance. Level 4 resonance, but there's the DP plus assist. That's going to finish it off. It's 2-0 right now.
I want to call out there that what happened was Monkey was in the corner. Kiyomi had Jubei on point, ran at him. It really, really looked like an active switch throw. But he active switched to seed, and then because he became an assist, is unthrowable. So if you just like run straight at someone and then at the last moment active switch a button, it's a great throw bait.
Yeah, because you just get a free counter hit confirm off of it. Okay, DP's going to come out to try and keep himself nice and safe. Yeah, for all of the DP plus assists, if you never actually have to interact with it, oh my goodness, big confirmed possibility here. Okay.
Oh, he baits. Okay, this is looking like Monkey's round. He is just firing on all cylinders, baiting every burst, baiting every DP.
Punish with 5P, should be able to get the kill here. Using the super, goes full screen.
Look at this turnaround from Monkey.
Yeah, one big hit from round start, just bleeding the life on all the characters. Yeah, you notice that he didn't just try to jump forward or anything because he remembered the puddles with it. That's a whip punish! Incredible reaction right there.
The CC is a pause button, and wisest are those who recognize, as the sage advice, look at the screen.
Yeah, look at the screen.
He looked at the screen, he saw Carmine was punishable, and he pressed the right buttons.
I think what's really important, though, is when you say look at the screen, I feel like sometimes you have to really clarify what you mean by look at the screen.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a meme these days.
Yeah.
look at the screen can mean anything from block the mix-up to play neutral better.
Or look at his resources. Of course he was going to burst, or this or that. You know, there's a lot of different variants of that. Being specific with your feedback is very important.
Absolutely true.
Yeah,
That time, Monkey did not press throw. He just waited and blocked the 2C.
Okay, 4P doesn't have to get dealt with, so he immediately does the JC. The EX actually ended up getting stopped. Yeah, that DP plus assist was too early, so he actually didn't get any of it. Gets the throw bait on that immediate Dragoon. Doesn't have any other bar, though.
He just wants to cash out where he can. Carmine is now bleeding. He's one hit away from death.
And then the 5P catching in the air. He wanted to be able to combo off that. He's going to try and, yeah, take the burst. But now he's got to find a time to be able to get this character out of here. 4P comes out, and he tried to go for throw active switch. Great Abare there from Monkey, though. He's got the hit. Doesn't have a ton of bar to work with, so I don't think he can kill.
I don't think he can kill, but he's going to take the damage he can get.
Yeah, because the more damage you tack on before Resonance activates is the more red health that they cannot get back. And he was able to get the setup off of Resonance activation. For those of you who don't know, you have a long time of recovery after Resonance activation, allowing your opponent to set up a free sandwich on you a lot of the time.
And it is now 2-2.
Incredible play right now. It seems like every match has been just going down to the absolute wire. Who opens up with 5A from Mai? That's so rare.
Okay, Kiyomi,
He looks for the burst.
He's hard baiting bursts too often, and Monkey is aware of it. It's one of those things, sometimes even if you think they're going to burst, just, no, that was not the right time.
That was really, really unfortunate. I'm sure he just had no idea. Yeah, so what's Monkey's doing now is he recognized that, like, okay, so you know I'm going to DP plus assist, right? So what I'll do is I'll throw you before the assist comes out because you're trying to block the DP.
You're trying to block. You put the fear into them.
Yeah. Oh, got the cross up right there. This is great for Kiyomi. He got, jump, but he high jumps, so it actually couldn't punish in time. That's a punish, though.
It's a combo. He's going to get that life back. Okay. He's going to probably keep Carmine
cross
in.
Rage. I just always wonder why he doesn't cross rage, but I guess because of this, right? Because this is the situation he could get.
I think he's fine because you can see how easily he gets a sandwich anyway.
Yubi 5B. Keeping Jubei nice and safe with that 5B.
Trying to thread that needle.
Wow, met him air to air. Very rare to meet Jubei air to air as a character that's not like high mobility, right? But he did exactly that. That's a punish. Yeah,
that's a punish.
Because
that's a punish.
The only things he could do after 5B were wait for it to recover, JC, or like the EX move, right? Got the hit on Jubei. That's going to kill. Is that a punish? No, he was able to resonance through at the very least. Okay, this is Carmine. He can do a ton of damage from anything, really.
Nothing's over yet.
Oh, got cross up right there.
That's a good amount of damage.
But most importantly, he gets rid of all this resonance because this is going to take a ton of time.
Is he going to do the extension? No.
No reason to, right? Got the throw as well.
That should be it. If he can active switch, if he can CC, if he can keep this combo going and build that second bar.
Okay, here we go.
Let's find out.
I'm surprised he's going to JC instead of aerial raid. You know, normally that's the higher damage, but I guess maybe he knows something about that compliment. I don't.
This is now Carmine on no HP, but he doesn't need any. He can keep using blood.
Oh, and there it is, the 6P. So he actually ended up air dashing, putting him in block stun, and then the 6P came out, and when he was air dashing, it came back to the same side, and he was just blocking the wrong way.
I mean, you're so afraid of that sandwich mix, and Monkey with the 3-0 run back
to face the person who dropped him into losers. So, I mean, I gotta say again, guys, Kiyomi, I think that was his first major at top 8.
To get third in a tournament with this caliber and attendance, that is fantastic.
Yeah, incredible play. He showed that he was actually maybe even going to do it there. That wasn't even like a...
He was so close.
Could have been in grand finals, but, you know, I mean, he played so incredibly well, and I really genuinely hope he understands how proud he should be because he played so well. Congrats to Kiyomi on his third, but we now must move into our final match of this top 8.
This is it. This one is for all the marbles. This is who we're going to find out who's going to win this stick, who's going to take home the trophy, who gets to take the title, Anime Ascension 2020 champion. Oh, this has been such a fantastic top 8. It's been just back and forth matches. We've had so many people that are just playing team after team after team, swapping in and out. We've had such a massive diversity of character selection.
Is this going to be blind kick again?
I don't know. I mean, these
so
guys
have, check first.
They have shown each other such a variety of teams. We've had the Mai and the Yumi. We've had the Batista and the Nu. And then on Elion, we've had the Ragnar and the Naoto. We've had the Jubei and the 9.
And that winner's final set went down to the wire. That was the last game.
I feel kind of sorry for anyone who's like type up these results on like event hubs or something. Because you're going to have like in brackets, it's going to be like team 1, comma, team 2, comma, team 3, comma, team 4.
Yeah, exactly. They played so many different characters that, and I mean, there is a chance that we're going to see even more character possibilities, right? We could see the Jin come out of Elion. We saw the Jin from Monkey earlier. Who else? Who knows what else both of them have in their pockets that maybe they just haven't even shown yet?
That's true. And,
Can't escape
you know,
from crossing fate.
maybe it's just the way this tournament has panned out, but I just have to wonder aloud. In a game like BBTAG, particularly in the current patch 2.0, how important is it to have multiple teams up your sleeve?
Yeah. It could be a kind of a counterpick patch. You know, obviously we're still a little bit early into it, so we don't know everything just yet. We can find stuff semi-quickly, but obviously there are still things to be explored about this. And counterpick war could possibly end up being how the game could turn into, maybe.
Because I'm just thinking from the way that we saw this top 8 roll out, we saw Yosuke's with the most polarizing matchups, I would say, where sometimes the Yosuke was just running their game and they were just doing whatever they want. And then sometimes they just get knocked out of the sky, brought down to the ground, and put in a coffin.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like, well, if you play a team that can't deal with Yosuke, or if you're a Yosuke and there's a team you can't deal with, maybe you need a backup. Maybe you need a sub-team.
Well, I mean, we're going to be going to one of those separate teams right now. We did not see this team versus Elion just yet, but it did get him to put back into the grand finals, is the Mayumi. So, obviously there's a SysDP, right? But Elion hasn't played against it yet. Does he actually know? He might not.
We'll find out. I mean, Elion's such a strong player. He's got such strong fundamentals. He's so adaptable that as long as he sees it once or twice, you got to think he's going to figure out a way to work around it. People are always thinking like, oh, how do I blow up this situation and get a guaranteed punish? In a situation like this, honestly, just escaping is a win.
Yeah, sometimes you're not actually looking for the damage. Sometimes, oh, wow. So it hit late. So Elion wasn't actually ready for the burst to touch him because of how late it touched the Ragnar.
I'm sorry, what are these optimal Ragnar
no,
combos?
that's what I was saying earlier, is he goes for the really, really hard Ragnar combos.
And then apparently drops them. Come on, buddy, come on.
So some of them are actually not optimal. They look like they might be because he does some swag stuff while it's happening, but...
Look, all I know is that the optimal combo is the one that you land.
That's fair. Yeah, if you land it 100% of the time, you're always getting guaranteed damage, right?
And this is going to be
a guaranteed kill.
He didn't even spend meter.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did get, what, 2 resets? Now he has a sandwich
the
situation.
Corner.
Oh, God, Shiranui on the other side. And Hellsfang actually connecting. He's going to be able to get full confirm off that easy money. Didn't even need to spend bar to kill the whole match.
I feel like that was disrespect. I feel like the respectful thing to do would have been to do Carnage Scissors, but he's like, nah, I don't even need it. I'm going to finish this match with 5 meters. Because meter carries over between rounds, you know?
Yeah, this game has rounds. I mean, I guess technically the game does have a extra round that can happen, but that is very rare. It's if you double down. Oh, yeah, he switched a little bit too early. Not only did he switch a little bit too early, but he also ended up getting counter hit off the DP.
Look at that, 7,500 damage. Nothing to sneeze at.
All 3 hits are low.
All three hits are low.
You have to block that whole time. Oh, nice. He caught the assist. Oh, on the back end, though. Yeah, it's because he extended his hurt box into it.
That hitbox on Ragnar's dead.
And because he activated Resonance. So what happened there is Elion was trying to activate cross combo, right? And because Ragnar died before he could activate, it activated Resonance immediately. That's actually one of the worst situations for him because now he gets the least amount out of this Resonance. He does get this kill, though. Foray. Oh, no, that's so much damage if he hits the full Black Panther loop. Already 8K. Try to go for the reset right there. For the 5 he wasn't ready for it. Resonance is going to come out. There's a mix-up opportunity. It's the low.
It's one of those things that even if you intellectually, you know about that mix-up, but when he is doing a JB, your brain does not say block low.
Yeah, your brain may be thinking about a bunch of different other opportunities that Elion could go to, right? You know, it's the mental stack all over again.
Well, but how many things do you have to keep track of? How many things do you have to be worried about? The higher that number, the slower your brain is going to react.
And so now, Monkey is currently on last leg territory. It is 2-0 for Elion. Anything that he does here is going to have to be a reverse 3-0 sweep to reset the bracket, and then he is going to have to fight Elion in another set after that. And he's going to do so with Mayumi.
He's sticking with the Mayumi team. He thinks that's his best bet against Elion as a player, against Ragnar Jubei as a team. We'll see if he's right.
So he hasn't really had to deal much with the assist plus TP even. Elion's just kind of just been away from it rather than trying to stop it.
Okay, both characters, both players just feeling each other out. Much more patient and passive round starts than we're perhaps used to throughout this top 8.
Hellsfang's going to come out, yeah. Really interesting that he was willing to press buttons versus Yumi after a push block, because normally 5B is the scariest button to press buttons into. He got the jump cancel. That was a straight reaction, by the way.
Corner is Elion's. He has the bar to do a cross combo.
Yeah, any next hit could potentially be really bad. He got the low. Yeah, he's trying to keep it burst safe. There it is. Great burst point for Monkey. He's got the hit, but he can't knock down. For all of Yumi's strengths, she can't knock down at that range, but she can get the Himiyuri. It's a full conversion here.
Amount of damage. Whoa! Yeah, I thought he might have been able to block.
It didn't recover fast enough. Really unfortunate there. He got the full conversion off that stray hit. Oh, JC! He gets full combo!
Where did that come from? That JC came from outer space!
When did Jubei learn to teleport?
This is looking so rough for Monkey. Elion is in such a strong position.
And he's got the hit right here. This may very well be it, and that's going to do it. Elion is going to take the tournament 3-0.
Congratulations, Elion, coming out here to the West Coast, taking Anime Ascension 2020 in convincing fashion in that grand finals right there.
Yeah, that was definitely a completely different game from the winner's final set, right? The winner's final set, he was forced to go to Jubei 9. You know, this one, he was, I'm Jubei Ragnar, I'm going to stick it out, and I'm going to do it big. Did exactly that. 3-0, and it wasn't just any normal 3-0. He looked like he had complete control of the match at all times.
And that's one of Elion's strengths as a player, is controlling the flow, controlling the rhythm of that match. You notice that when he gets his opponent in the corner, he CC activates. You know what he does? He just presses as many buttons as he can. He goes 5A, 2A, 5A, 2A, 5A, 2A. He's just daring you to up back. He's daring you to mash. He's daring you to burst.
He's daring you to look for the active switch as well, because, like, you know, I don't have the active switch. It could just be same side mix-up, you know.
Same side, Gauntlet Hades, hits you high, 5P comes in, and the only real answer is block, and block really intelligently.
Learn to block. And, you know, sometimes it's do a proper push block timing, you know, depending on the situation, right? But if you notice a lot of that cross combo situation, Elion made it so that push block was not a non-factor, right? And another one of his strengths has, I talk about this probably every tournament with Elion, he is the king of scramble. He can convert from full screen off of anything.
Any hit. Doesn't matter where it is.
In the cross combo,
doesn't matter how far it is. He's got the skills to pay the bills. Absolutely wonderful showing here from him.
Yeah, and so on the second place side, unfortunately, Monkey is going to go home, or, you know, with second place rather than that first place that, you know, I'm certain he wanted. But god damn, did he do so well today.
Ooh. You know, I think I saw on Twitter, he was not expecting to make top 8.
Yeah?
Monkey was like, hey, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to give it my best, but who knows what's going to happen. To make it all the way to winner's final, grand final at Anime Ascension.
Well, I mean, you know,
we've been talking about WNF, and I think today a lot of the rankings of WNF was shifted.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call them upsets because these guys are all very strong players. They all take games of each other all the time. But at the weeklies, at WNF, they keep a score. They have the leagues, right? They do like 6 or 8 weeks at a time. They keep track of points. They see who's the top dog. They see who's improved the most. They look at some interesting one-to-one stats, like whenever these two fought, what was the outcome?
Yeah.
But I feel like today has just turned all of that on its head.
Life flip turned upside down.
Yeah. And so I'm very interested actually to see not just what happened today, but what's going to happen on Wednesday, right? That has this weekend been one of those situations where people just level up. Like I've seen it all so many times. You go to a tournament, and from the start of Friday to the end of some way, someone just takes their game to the next level.
Yeah, well, you have no choice. It's really sink or swim in fighting games, right? So like, not only will they have a few days, they'll have a few days in between this and the next Wednesday night fights, right? And we know they'll be at Wednesday night fights because Alex Valle is like they're always there week after week, no matter what. So what they're going to do is they're going to take Anime Ascension footage, and they're going to be like, all right, I lost because of this. I was
Yep.
winning because of this. We need to refine these things. We need to fix these issues. They're
Yep.
going to do that. And Wednesday Night Fights could look like a completely different tournament than this one.
And I mean, like, and I want to encourage you guys, those at home, if you're wondering how do I like analyze match footage, look, it's simpler than you think. You can literally just watch a match that you played. It's going to start at neutral. When you get hit, think, why did I get hit?
Yeah, what was the decisions that led up to this event specifically?
If they air dashed at you and then you got hit pressing 2A when you should have been pressing 2B, think, why did I press 2B? Should I press 2B? Do I need to time it better? Like, that's just how it goes.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can do that, but guys, you know, we can talk about that later as we have to kick it off to our award ceremony and look at our wonderful players and congratulate them thusly. So please stick around because it's, you know, there's more right after this award ceremony.
All right, guys, and now we are back with another award ceremony from Anime Ascension 2020. How was that BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle Finals, guys? Awesome, awesome. Well, all of top 8 does get paid. Not all of you get medals, though, so we are going to go with our very consistent handshake and a hug. So, tied in 7th place, give it up to Vivian. Also in 7th place, give it up to Neanderthal. And in 5th place, give it up to Spectro. Also in 5th place, again, from earlier, GC Yoshi from NorCal. And in 4th place, everyone knows him as the Guitar Hero guy, Lord Joseph Dong. So I have to ask, what gave you the idea to use a guitar to play? Congrats. All right. And in 3rd place for BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, give it up to Kiyomi. And in 2nd place, Monkey 4012. And your Anime Ascension 2020 champion, give it up to Elion. Got a couple more prizes for you. There's your trophy. Some Red Bull and a monitor. You're from Tennessee, correct, right? All right, have fun shipping that. All right. Give it up one more time to BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. All right, thank you guys. Next up, we're going to have an awesome Grand Blue Fantasy Versus exhibition. Please enjoy.
2.